Good evening. We're just live on OK 101.7 FM. So, your worship house, Abeka Junction, part of the Desperate Media Group. In the you be fire and selling the baby. But my mom, good evening. So, no, I'm saying, catch him, say, yes, our live, High Live Radio, Virginia, your live, or me got you FM, to me, your live, what of media, France and Belgium. And so can honey our live or NASPA radio or UK or live or King's Jersey radio. Baby on air, on the ground, in the sky, everywhere we are there. You're from a Vim lady, and you may be more good evening. Then a fire no become NDC, a become MPP, because President Mahama Govt-Galamsey since 7 January, no. And on one I say 120 days, or the see one more no other bay and marking scheme. Near ma obetimi is already 60 something days, so 60 day plus. We look at the ekoso ewomu dumso Galamsey confusion abana. They are both sides because they are also NDC for an me betna me praise NDC abai say to be fair the idea NDC are different from MPP is that NDC have more young people or mama new people opportunities a bit me MPP for an yes because what the MPP to NDC one in terms of appointment and kokra and them will be omudi post and our positions under President Kufuor. They were the same people nanado sama omu positions under nanado 80 thing. That's one media make criticize it say and not limited the number of young people umbenya opportunity but I know they can know they are not to change NDC for be so say Adidigya appointment omo ye adwuma Madina MP solo yen MP just say no what channel ya man position there no ansana attorney general appointing to general legal council na general legal council there what there nti so lo na Adidigya north dai south dai MP ya man even people like Mesbel mo nkro hu say ya fa ahwan Ghana a movie for be Jocelyn Duba mo appoint say Mesbel Ojina campaign platforms here campaign, but you see, I didn't get Adidigya or no Adidigya appointment, and I do be a because let's be fair, President Mahama so cast over for 60. And the 60 minutes we are any appointment coins now be a beka. And this is so didn't want to man trap mama cast will be a bit depeche. And this is one also me is a would want your position I said you already depeche. And also another thing altogether. We'll talk about that. Also, in the 120 days that President Mahama can, President Mahama to solve the energy issue, no. And he said, no more economic forum near there. And say we will talk about it. We will have to talk about it. Because President Mahama can't say anywhere in his 120-day plan. He said, Doomso, the back. He said he's going to solve the Doomso. Now, people even say it's a President Mahama Dani Lamentation King, the president of Lamentation, President to trade Ajo, Osu. Or Idebia or just say and I buy and call you any for fix it. But see, I think that before no so can fix it to Bunya Butre. But the mama is not even 100 days in office. He's not even 100 days to Bunya Butre. I say lose one MPP for to lose and now and I'm MPP for so name Raklaboya or Mokasa. Oh my not tell you that classic but Gidia Bia di Namraklaboya Casa. Throwing his own people under the bus. Why? And I say confusion. MPP answer that. In fact, MPP key in Penifo Baby cut. In fact, election where Omuluzu ye the one in Nasu Sombeluzu. They thought they were in a comfortable lead. They thought say win be beba. And so when him cross Sombeluzu and yeah we lose way because lose way there. Hey, less than 90 seats in Parliament there with a suicidal loss where you lose that you say. So, but I thought NPP was going to learn lessons from 2016. Because she said the NDC lose the 2016 election, and they say probably when the man Koko need to acquire a press conference and Humachi or see they were in a comfortable lead. And so now they were in a comfortable lead to rate. What are they doing? Stop the way I hear first saying, Papa. Tony Edu, he was one of the respected ministers under President Rawlings. Just Tony Edu, I hear Jumanache, defense minister, and the Canadian Japan of NDC. Or look at to me, treat you will be showdown. NDC free power 2001 ye to abewie papa yi omo kwaji ne car say they treat to obi so esi obi so down so man. So he's notorious for okay cannot dwene. I mean, this is the man. Those days ye ne ye nkwala ne ye tie Jo FM crossfire say na utie to ne edua. He will tell you once upon a time na President Rollins so to plane because na the plane ni ye PPJH Mensa say there be just abodam na be mo makoto plane papa yi to ne edu say there be obetu JH Mensa say JH wa bodam Mensa. I mean, those were the days so omo gina platforms so omo kasa na tete akomko to ne edu ayemre. But you see, read the caption no omo no say economic dialogue no I'm saying this to come back to the point I will make it say and for President Mahama ya lamentation president or a Jajo president Obesu, they be all complaining. But I think it's early days yet. Yenya Bochema President Mahama. Because Tony Edu Assembly say Ghana Airways ni Ethiopia Airlines in the same year. But Ethiopia Airlines for 100 place. They are doing very well. But Ghana Airways in Yeduma. And then the idea way to Facebook and say that who caused them. Why is Tony Edu telling us this? Why are you not the one solving the problem? Who the Rollins said you people were in charge of power from 1979 all the way to 2000 bloody 2000. My baby used to always to the year bloody 2000. Ghana Airways go at the biggest corporate NDC under President Rollins. The biggest corporate NDC under President Rollins. Don't come and tell us stories. This is not the time. And I'm waiting when we know the record. We have read. We have read the history. Ghana Airways. Yes, started Ghana Airways, not Emirates for a airline. Omuko free airline plane on Malaysia. If you don't come and tell us this cock and bull story, with the greatest of respect to Dr. Tony Edu, you can't come and answer that question. You have to answer that question. NBC under President Rollins is free power no. Na Ghana Airways they over $100 million. Can if you in buy Tony Edu should be telling us more guno ewie na no KSM say Argentina ya ton Ghana factories and adani asori NDC under President Rollins yen ko to President Rollins to furu brand ebusa why they set up diversity implementation committee and sold off in commerce factories and commerce in NDC ton under President Rollins they sold them due diligence ben amoya ata na motonton factories so due diligence ben and never is in juma nya na ye de kwashe obi we have Ghana no the Professor Jobi ni osu nya me chebe say Ghana ndi enye ye ya say no enye ye because the foundations na ye wo no in fact what should the idea Ghana Airways kwa ye good Ghana Airways Black Star Line ye good me yetema girl Black Star Line de better die no adani nkukobuo na agent for the team nkukobuo we have ships. Mimi papa no is man. Your ships are not ships called Mexico, Spain, South Africa, France. Mama ko fan namni adiaba. Ye were dry dock and for 4 ships across West Africa. Ye Ghana ye repair and for ships mom. Ni nagu. And the NDC. And yet ni papa or ye Ghana ye kaka. Oh Ghana and ne Burkina ye ko fan toast ni je free. Burkina Faso amudo export e bia ma fe ni yesu. But we shot a tampon at a Teshi shooting range. What was the sense in it? Nene ye friend Medra or Parliament Amusu, daughter of Medra. Me there's the night for them see she doesn't control her father's action. She's not responsible for her father's action. It is unfair to even link her to her father's action. Ono sata manene papa ku no kana the net or saying ebi afeni awono. Ebi odi 2 years and BB 3 years and BB sir. As the network is not responsible for the papa action, but Rollins killed people. They shot a champion. What should be a Ghana Airways? I'm good Ghana Airways now. Is there a justification for a champion? No, be operation feed yourself. A champion no be see down suman. A champion no be Ghana ye. In fact, none of professor bafwa maybe aka. A champion who ye can a champion quest back in the bottom. And so ye shall down my champion ye pamatadie she jump on say champion ye far to be go. We now some pema. Munina from mo call a champion no station shooting range no. The way to a nay omo mo ti akonya so nyamu nyina mo pema ni bi. Ba mo lebu a champion. Far to be go ni ye shoot no pay. The champion they said in moja the way mu onye nipa So when you shoot him, which court now would a champion call ya properly? Your man a fair hearing, be nothing. I say a champion is guilty. Court of competent jurisdiction, then you a champion call. So the blood of a champion is clean. And Ghana ya ni na sa mo Ghana ye hwebu ye judges ye koku mo justice akodi adomo ye ku no nursing mother the betua no for no we kill there. We kill there. This is a country that is founded on murder. A country that is founded on the blood of people. What the hell are we talking about? Nene from murder of parliament. I must say more apology. Apology for the way. Apology for the way. Apology to Zeneto. I say apology to Zeneto. She had absolutely nothing to do with her father. But Wallace, and so President Wallace apologizes to Omwa. Emma, tema, American, ya woman, tema. Mammy se kunem na ye han ye kan ye ma ye twa o ma ya se ma. Me, I was a reporter at National Reconciliation Commission. Omwa papa ba ko ba National Reconciliation or Bob Rollins di no bo ni di mene anas. Akwesi adimane ne report to National Reconciliation Commission. Papa no Bob Rollins di from Beam. When 37 he died. He just came to tell his story. He died. Jack Bigley, the National Reconciliation Commission to come and testify about the people they killed. Papa Bakre friend of Bombardier Kujo. Or so I'm call water region because of him be say. Yajana Sate, Omoko, 15. This country, AFRC, was founded on blood. The murder of people, Masa, who knew history. This is why they own it. JSS concept never under Rollins. So me and history view. I brought so that in Kolano. Rollins. We will not see. We will not know the killing that was done in Ghana. We have read the issue. JSS cry this year. JSS cry. We will learn. And Titonian was somehow can the better change because he is the first person. And the Rollins are will hold him responsible. They were all there. Don't come and tell us cock and bull story. Don't come and tell us what we already know. At least under President Kufuor, he tried to revive Ghana Airways. And then we did video because and I what did the MPP do? Patrol history. I'm fast said you John read Google, read it. President Kufuor 2001, 1 year before he tried to set up Ghana International Airline, a private equity firm in place of Ghana Airways. And also guye kobusa papa your friend say akwanu kwame finding say MPP my he brought the international company and almost company for 2001 kwaje bosia wa abroche to run Ghana Airways and then also omugu no. So at least under President Kufuor there was an effort. What the president did was to write off Ghana Airways a Ghana Omodeno so that they can set up a different entity on its own to run Ghana Airways. And the Ghana Airways is good. But who are the over Ghana Airways and ye? They were blowing Muntia. Comforter ticket one girlfriends or Muntia. People were flying, they were not paying. You collapse Ghana Airways. And she said, "Get some so because Adena. I saw a factory thing now, Kumaja, and then I saw NDC first. PNDC, NDC, ask them first. AFRC, NDC, ask them first. Fact, you still want my yet 1 million. Yet one quest. Yet one factories now supply committee to call off Kaneshi. Factories go about Tama, TTL, any idea in Tama industrial area, Tazan, these were all factories. Sanyo. Bonsata, Kokedena Kohe. Kede factories are going to go. Yes, that's the committee, no, and value are buying factories and commodity my and ton of 444 and your toy. And I will be complaining. What the hell what moral right do you have to come and complain to us? The youth of Ghana today, we are not even angry enough. Ghana for we are not angry enough. If we are angry and campaign for there was absolutely no justification for the killing of EFSA. The killing of a champion, even also the killing of a FIFA and we only could talk and then against Nkrumah. But a FIFA because a FIFA on no thing a crash or retirement. Me only kotoka na yo. And later when I'm saying they were trying to set him up, say, oh no, him kotoka will be. And kotoka's name is on the airport. Obi anu tu nkromano. Ni did the airport so. Ni did the airport so better free fire kuno. Yeah, no. Brony be obi the ancient and monam, Bobby the young kuno firing squad, and say anything. Yes, anything. Nobody is going to speak for anybody. It's all levels. The issue is one 60 days into the 120 days period. Now, President Mahama Edmayeno. So far, President Mahama the coup as my President Mahama he did not ask President revolution time that he was not in government. On count so far, he's done well. The one started coordinator. He's done well. Baby, yeah, can any doom summer ever back and say the president must start giving us better and better particulars. And to budget here, I'm reading me this week. They better give us proper a. Mama go show biya, but I also chance MPP for some message and for now also MPP for me now they said that say 120 days no can so you come be my pressure. More by first 100 days. We gave you the time to settle in government. You must give NDC the time to also settle in government. You must give NDC the time to settle in government. But one issue, a bone of contention in this 2024 election is Galamsey issue. Look at how a Galamsey issue. And NDC chairman to me stop Galamsey committee say, yeah, my Galamsey committee from court site. Look at this video.
Posted on the road by an angry NDC constituency chairman who says he was not consulted before the operation. Some party faithful, some of whom were mining in the town, blocked the road, preventing the team from assessing the impact of Galamsey in the town. An aerial scan revealed a huge excavation in the middle of the Dunkwa township, close to the main bridge. An angry mob, threatening to face off with the armed soldiers, besieged the bridge where the team had parked their vehicles. Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Kumasi.
Timini Erastus story here no. NDC chairman also ma committee ninko yejuma. Galamsey committee chairman say ono na dan na adan nti ono be ready. We politicize national issues. We politicize national issues. The ebedu no. Yeah, politicizing national issues. I say this is where we'll get to. Say NDC chairman to because media committee neighbor. Who the hell are you? Who is NDC chairman? I'm the president of the republic. Now president of small committee see and cost topic Galamsey. I'll say me a chairman. Me news a committee ni bebenti. Me allow mo. But the Ghana bedroom no. The nonsense of this country. The nonsense, the bloody nonsense of this country. No. Nonsense of this country. The party chairman to make us say. So let's move on from Galamsey committee. No. Now you call a MPP. So 120 days name by no. Me see MPP so confusion so because opposition. No. Omo so that yes, call opposition. Say the only shining light in MPP no. Afenyo marking. Afenyo marking as minority leader so far he's done well. Baby, I man on nano me because so committee no so appointment hono dodo ono agbodidi but he called on his people so omunya come because we know who say blame game no mboa omo blame game no mboa omo.
The way to deal with it is not to go out there and say all manner of things. So, dear party members, let's take it easy on ourselves. Let's not be too hard on ourselves. It's a period of Lent. As Christians, let's use this period to reflect, raise our higher selves, go deep into our inner being, and come out with a new beginning. For our colleagues who are Muslims, who are also doing their fasting, use the Ramadan period to reflect deep. And I'm sure at the end of it, we'll come out with a new resolve to chide through the storm. We can make it. I know we can make it happen. God bless us. God be with us. May God strengthen us as we walk through these low moments to make our party, the MPP, strong again. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
It's a solemn moment. Again, 120 days now, they check it. Both are buying 120 days of President Mahama, 120 days of MPP for almost so confusion. Because for the minority leader to do a video, release a video and say that, oh, he's calling for camp, just say all is not well in MPP. All is not well in MPP. Even now, it's when the 2 ways, when and when a disca and a food soldier, the man way nobody. And also, there, if you have followed politics for a long time, you're normal. Say, okay, 2016 NDC lose elections so massively. Now the winning by 1 million votes. Now the same thing happened in NDC. People were confused, upset, angry, because for the next 8 years, on soon did it into the same thing. And of course, council thing yes, but there were NDC people who were also upset. There were NDC people who were upset in 2016. I even predicted, I think on Joy for News Family. Maybe I penny something like that in a program. Now I was predicting, say, NDC factions no Dawson. In the NDC factions, the woman have 5. So opposition, but there's a breakaway of those 5 groups, you know. It means that 2 MPP forces here, confusion everywhere. To the extent that you have a video say, minority leader, we are sending message say that a phenomenon in the MPP for Messi. Messi, without a phenomenon, they have nobody. Parliament already are there. And then a few people, almost more parliament, almost here, you might here and there. But a few can say, a miracle aboaji. What's not sempa? Oh, boss, a casa, also be a D. Oh, not miracle aboaji, because obviously, are you neutral? Do I owe you neutrality? What nonsense. Memendo can neutrality. There's no law in Ghana. I see media for any neutral. Could be said GJ for. There's no law I see media for any neutral. The law says yenye fair, balance, and accurate. Uniman who here media school could be law. No, there's no law that says ubi any neutral. And can who say a year first saying Suwini, no a journalist or radio good and no a minister or NDC mu. Kojo Ponkroma, no a journalist or Joy FM and no a MPP. There's no law that says that media ni biandoka. So yanko afenyo make modi afenyo make akasa miracle aboaji so ka asematia adumako befi. Oka asematia adumako befi. Inti mo asema minority leader ka mutie anasa mo na mo be simon to befi wa abonten yentie no.
Named as comms director. Adumako befi how can I say he wasn't happy. He was not happy because I was thinking say no na me deputy. He was not happy. It's on record. So many people, in fact, we even had face-to-face confrontations on that. He was not happy with that. Into Bisano, you shouldn't expect to say into Bisano. You're sure cross a call Benny that no or pesade any few good send a bit to a catcher. And it's understood. Number 2.
But putting the 2 of you. Okay, what do you mean?
Number two. Yeah. There were several deputies, including other people in the comms directorate. Obian can be BSI. Nobody. We work at this. Even till date, we are still working as a team trying to help this party. Just on no. But guess what? The entire campaign period that your boy DC and your campaign, he never showed up even once for anything.
No meeting, no.
There
You called meetings.
Oh yes. Obetra meeting ba akopem.
And he was aware of
yes,
the meetings.
Yes. Oba ba akope. There can you remember? And to be fair to him, Oyare. And I'm sure most of you were even aware.
Yeah.
So Oyare. Into no throughout the campaign, Oyare for almost 90% of the campaign period. Oyare. Into Bisano, how do you just come back after the campaign? You are not part of it. You didn't play any proper active role. Yes, you were named, but it was on paper. One play active role.
You didn't give him opportunities.
No, Oyare. Were you not aware? So no,
yeah, he was not.
He was not well. He was not well. So I just he didn't play a role. He didn't even show up in a lot of even times are not one who didn't when show up because my catcher that I say no you happy say me and the boss. Like I said no you boy go say me. So I just say or when you near say me which is true. So I just say no expect say me near say me pay me your boss. Into on say so on me tenase na ye tenase me na me penny. So he wasn't happy to cooperate. Into Bisano be or Baba Cake as answer way. Now until figures of Bobo. Like I say in millions of dollars. Minya mini baby one body and kameje. But to be very honest with you,
but
as comms
you
director,
had a budget as communications.
The campaign has a budget and a plan, but it doesn't come to me.
The
first say communications director no when about committee and Mr. say media for sika say the more yapa no be media for me your bribe. Obi we eduma ma me na same tua ka me tua ka. Now we expect BBA free media for your mamuska.
No.
Ye tua muska bi.
No.
Metie me tua ka.
Not that I know.
And what is he talking? And again, Obekasa because onim se na running campaign no. Kono nka ho. Nti no onim se na running no. Nti waka bibia keke. Na ba kon so say na communicators. Obi, let me explain this to you. We share a company running our communication directories and you realize that we decided to work closely with the party. Nti ya set a power structure for the comms structure. Nti ye pe a ye won kan ne pe na communication director for campaign. Yan touch party campaign structure no.
Party communication.
Yan touch no. Nti me, I wasn't responsible for communicators. It still remained with the party. And
well, miracle aboaje eno no ni minu abema obi na kase, but you see, this is what I'm saying, confusion MPP mo. Because interview where miracle is completely needless, it's unnecessary, it's bogus. Minority leader be kase obi an kana kuma tu ne yemu a. O say no hwan. O say no hwan okokasa. And what is the purpose of because say kase obi wa asema wo so okapan ka adoma ko be fi wo mo because adoma ko be fi ba MPP mo ansa na miracle aboaje ba MPP mo. Miracle aboaje wa DC da. Adoma ko be fi onye DC da. Ono ye wounded lion no da ho no. If adoma ko be fi so spill beans na mo MPP mo party begu. You better shut up. Ansa na mako what is this? The confusion is it that bad? That why does miracle aboaje feel the need to say also be no? When the minority leader needs to be anya, this is a blatant disregard for the order and the rule that minority leader become blatant disregard, blatant disrespect. And then answer your minority leader. He just didn't release a statement. Why video? Now the waba be interview. She said the minority leader kind of kawunti. Onya aduma ko be fu be kaseti ano. Ono the mobile position mo amani bi o sika bi enu awedi. To ono odwa no nam ho. Enti o kwagye ni say na aduma ko be fiti for the next 6 months. Obedwa gumu a de onim no obedwa gumu mo party na ebegu. Most of them say mo prepare about 2008. No kwa when ye kan mo ntia se na makoso man kofo so medidi atem no. That if it comes to NDC, they've managed certain things well. Even crowd who say NDC, I even said the time I'm here to cool no parliament. You how no do so. Any muntaka free work. I said they could it. Who say no do so kasa? Who say muntaka beka wasem? Bamo de mo kasa. Just a champion. Tamo na me catch for kasa. Oh kasa. It's a miracle. You steady. Because it's a NDC crime to me and perform here. People must make sure say they are solid on the ground to let their people know say they are working. The failure of NDC does not necessarily new to the benefit of MPP. Most of us have homework. More fixing structure system. Confer so about this MPP, mo campaign money and more money na. And yet people actually did things. If we church and confer now to journey and first to know. Akaka some position ba for dia no kwaje wedi on my boys libi. Why is this in a ground ko ye adwuma mo ya catch for mo ko ground ko ye adwuma. So why this interview? And the miracle homework. Why this interview? Miracle. Why this interview? If you want to restructure things, why are you doing that? And the yanko issue no so na any penifo no kasa Dr. Professor Jobe Osunyameche professor was Central State University onini ni abema lawyer friends Kofi Danso nyina bebo ya na atinsem na because we need to get to the bottom of it. 120 days in President Mahama in office you do sonko Galamsey no asamba in and I'm about NDC chairman in video in the glare of the public. Galamsey gidi chairman say ono de yen more na manienti Awurade Nyankopon. The impunity of chairman say amo boys ni NDC boys ni say yen kan kire ni say Galamsey team benti o makwan na chairman a block road military for. And this is exactly what happened here to Abano. Yeah, but you can see sometimes soldiers are here dispatch almost say na party need to make us a ma soldiers need call a first a collation center no civilian need to make a soldier need boso. NDC, this is what you started. When will the alcohol do? A problem. Good evening, Aquaba.
If you have a Joseph, no, it's
good. But you're talking there.
I don't, Yamia boy, who buy.
Good, yeah, then Uncle Pat. Meaning, say 120 days, then so, yeah, there. But 60 days, so we are 60 days, 60 plus days into President Mahama. Buying. Yeah, share like Galamsey, yes, a man, maybe video, Rastos. I think 2 weeks, crying so. And NDC bet now we saw Erastus post yesterday. NDC for now check quiet anymore. I feel the more yipa Galamsey and no more. So far, who rated President Mahama by now? Obe rating is saying.
If you midasi, I was say rated the I said, yeah, canning now boom. Yen to me soon canning now boom, sir. So, hey, canning now boom, one. I said, you might not be fair to President, you know. Na me say obekaya me catch me bahana me can say sir president 60 ministers na oka no me na nya adwene kopem say so wo hwe Ghana pa adwuma wo Ghana wo say nipa ye no enye 60 ni etimi di bu man no na emum say ye di 120 ne be ye dia ene yenkom niema obia adwuma ko a e wo say we dey oye on say nanado eye 120 ministers no na Ghana fo nyina NDC for the campaign issue say edoso so ho na ebinom so compare US secretaries yes saying US Britain no mo yes say so ho but where's our comparison now? I don't think say a fair. Mimi the enka me say adwuma ben and na wo say omoye. Enti ye hu adwuma cross omoye a. Na fe ya measure say asomasi obey minister and obey deputy no. Adwuma na wo say wo ye ni. Wo ye ya na wanye.
Okay.
Contribution and say and yet the number of it. So because the reason why I make us answer and yet the number of how many ministers they say and they are say President Mahama also the 60s neighbor minor 60 ministers neighbor minor and so staffers are yes say
staffers also I think last time I checked the staffers were let me check again no more also
staffers are staffers in so equal to deputy ministers.
Yes, but MPP to staffers, so they were almost 1,000.
And I make us say, Anka dosu dia, Anka 160 dosu dia. And na, it was Anka staffers no crowd anka, a crowd 10 crowd.
Okay.
So ministers, 120 dosu dia, Anka 60 no crowd dosu. And our staffers no so sanke teso. But say we crowd staffers in the dosu MPP staffers.
Oh, I think you do MPP. MPP, the other staffers were more than in excess of 1,000.
But I say it was not publicized. We know publicized so pa and was a creative never be brave so aka ho. What you say? Yes, Black Star experience. Why diaspora why nearly so caught by what we know.
Okay.
From before. So I'm saying it was system. Any near and and what was say? What them say? Deputy ministers, you know, they don't really have any job description.
Only job description, yeah.
Oh, no.
Even from their ministers.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. They don't have anything. Yes, minister. And to their minister, because say no. And I woye.
Okay.
So, and as a minister, and say ye bibia. Na ati ho.
Okay.
What them say? Me na for ni bebrebe. Bebre ko office amunya hwi meetings kura meetings say meetings kura enkwan wo ho a ye fe ne say UN enkwan papa bi wo
ho a UN
ye momu nkobi because hu a e na wo kokko hu na ewum so what you say enti me dey me na me nte na se Say,
Okay.
60 no ha. But see ya ubo video ya wo kan ya. Say constituency chairman so want say
Galamsey issue no yeah. Also on mo kwan. Mhm.
eno de obi kan French be say folks so pa. Fox so pa enye right. Enye right. Say o president ama directive. Now wo constituency chairman wo say woni but eno no on say I say bibia to chima. What you say? Bibia to chima. De ato chima no say aban no anhwe yi no ansia no enneyi ne ya. I say cancer. It will eat into the fabric of NDC and also so emwa NDC kra. Ni ato chima ne say the communication has broken down. Communication between the government and the party has broken down. From the top to the bottom has broken down. Anya bia sebi. Omampani me sure say when maybe a Galamsey size ni na wo. Onim. National security ama ne brief na say ohene aha ene ha ena ade ne wo. Nti say amount briefing na say wo dispatch Galamsey team a. Say no say minister make sure say one your friends a party no aye dey a communicate. This is the move aye ba be. So ye gina sa niema we so ne company ane ama ene ana ama ene. Ye ti akonwen so. What you say? Ye mpese ye beye se de na no omo ye na ye di company against you omo ama nya kwan aba betena ha no. A simple strategy, simple communication.
Okay, to clearly said the NDC handle Galamsey ni they wrong. Me that's your position.
Na video here based on the video now they better already. May sure say they will sit back and make amends because under no circumstance. And now your friend say what's the constituency chairman so
constituency chairman, yeah.
And ya bypass it, your friend say you party chairman, general secretary, constituency regional chairman, regional secretary, regional organizer. I'm a constituency or not constituency no so makwan. How dare you? That tells me, and until I make us say I am pa say video ne de be hwe no constituency chairman na abro kwan so microphone ko dia. And yeah, government no which President Mahama is the head and the party which Asidin Ketia is the head should as a matter of urgency solve that problem. Enimonimu ye.
Okay.
Enimonimu ye. But I will say because communication break it down. Na me ye who ne say say Adidigya bi bem. Enti no constituency chairman say position ya cha hu ebi nso ne so. What you say? Enti ma menye bibi na me hu say my appear stadium metias you. Enti me hu President Mahama e public function bia me boni din akoko say hey ono ba no makobo ne mrane. Aka ne say me wo ho. Enti ono so no constituency chairman no ebi ono onye ba bia hu President Mahama no akobo ne mrane. Enti sa de ne me ya me ko me epoi mu de me ye. Said the beya video no be call out. Now one who say Miss Metiha.
Yeah. Obi man position be.
Exactly.
Okay. But Papa, me so me do ni to preliminary comment. Yes, I'm me breaking it down. Council, my good evening na akwaban so me ma akwaban so kan. Hello, Council.
Hello,
good evening. Now maybe so President Mahama 120 days at least we try move fine. How do you assess Nabano in terms of Galamsey and other things?
As a matter of fact, who be some is na
I'm the feedback be what meaning so bet me reduce so say minimum.
I think Professor's video, if you can mute his
every professor if you more
on my screen he's still talking.
There be a delay into me share all there no.
No, I'm not. Mr. Say, and then I probably is giving you the feedback. Is it say yeah?
So okay, so all feedback in my no, but I don't know how that.
I don't know.
But they say yes, and I don't know why is doing that.
I don't know either. But Abiana
And I saw me to me do come and so akọ so because we tie Travis until you huti. I think this is better. Yeah.
Now if you think I
Yeah, tonka. Who dey kasa na ehwe.
very well. I feel yeah. Right. It's now be some say on a scale no Nema some rate president the performance. To be honest with you, Ubisamia, make us say a 5 out of 100. Probably the only thing why many aje a appointments where wama omo ye adwuma no wa reward wo no de mebo na ba so pa if say obi a woni ne corporate power no usaka power esemu nyina mo enjoy power no enkonko di nipa bi nsem na ades no ensofa unlike the MPP where the grassroots any nipa bi ebeye campaign den omu wi ni power se power ba pe but we do be free on the big portfolio. I'm Professor this, I'm Dr. This. Now, Waba, now, MPP is believed to have that intellectual supporters in here. You know, Waba, once the Quran to a bidder. Now, Waba Beji position. Or Beji position, yes, son is all party members, you know. Who call in China? Oh, you. Wambre, no, so, and Sadia na MPP 4 year, you know, over the years, and I can't be in a Omalusu elections because grassroots rich say, young compared to my movie papa. What you have here? Young compared to my movie papa, and yen about was a lie. Now, Obi papa about the position. Yet your cousin is say, or call the Pacon office, no, when you know. One now for maybe 4 or 5 hours. I won't see you. So me and Kazaka it be that to me pay. So I just here.
Januti na wo boy NDC about to say NDC do ma ya de say omo de obia ka ho at least omo breye no.
Oh, say akomuni nchiremu. Me American is say sabi you NDC for nkofa as onkofa CV tin ma me ye nhwe NDC for show appointment now. And yeah, it's not solely based on educational any experience. And yet, you might be a way, a juma, and no check. That you went in your Kurana, a yomo de Obina was he, excuse my friend, compound alcohol chain. So the better you call most or better in Nayo, a one idea. NDC for MP before Mupa Moon, almost for Kurana. And you almost no more winning power, and a power near Modia. That's what I'm trying to see. And to holiday, Babo President Mahama about why idea papa on the entire team, or my idea pa. Won't go soon, Yanisa. Now, Sadia no more year no soon. Social chain free a cheer baby, a banwa, who say, Nipa no do what city is sad, be any in now. Almost see what you. Omuna, ye check, say welfare, ye check. Amani na kona bia.
Okay.
So unlike NPP, nipa be mienu miense bi akanten so bi ni say o pe bibia unya se gese say nipa miensa no ene yes on beka say bia kono ko hu we o ti ase ansa na wakọ ko hu na obiom eno kura no bibi wona so mo ni benefit o mo nya direct benefit wo mu a won see you iti NDC nya o mo ya no 2028 MPP 4 be yeri papa if you say sika be bo mo botom they can face you obi enu ho be ka so be ye obe go for election sika enka ho be wini be bia across the globe be bia obi a etimi unkite sika
It's the council minister. Oh yeah, MPP. They can 1 year they ma on for say 2028. I bet the MPP for.
Of course. Yeah. You know, you don't go to PMMC of say communication.
Sami Jevi.
Sami Jevi lawyer need you go to go to say. When I go to so good. What you said the echo. Huh? Gold. And yet be a gold. One guy some cut in a ministry. Or some got to gold. So look at his name.
It's strategic, Anna.
Of course. No more, you know, some of the grass or two gold border. Who will be up so ton gold will be I just saw the file. Just listen to him. Now, on the seven or Yaman, and you hear my dear, or the seven Vedria. Or so only be. I only dear say me bono about so, and then it's 5%. Now, let me come back to Galamsey. Galamsey. 94 day. Of the party constituency chairman. The constituency chairman, the old way. President Mahama Galamsey never to home. Or can we be CCI?
Debbie council.
Maybe check before Edina Kaho. Mikako Kusisi. When the position now, no more pray to me. No. Almost catch there, former president Adidigya say. Galamsey so person stop what? Obey me 2 days and 3 days as stop. No more power on the 1 week.
Oh, NDC said that.
Yes. Kono Komisa, your friend say now communication minister. Kono Komisa, as someone can. It's all count. Say, now logic media, and now President Mahama also count.
Today there's a 1 week lecture, 60 days plus.
Yes, Okahu, only now to. It's you now.
Council, tell my NDC podcast and another Galamsey no more rejected. Is that how the Mahama so back away?
Now, Okahu, I didn't know what's it about 1 week. And in the communication, now communication minister, you see a president.
Sam George.
Sam George. See, 1 week. If say, one hour castle stop. Una ukita, una commander in chief. Okay, hey, Ubia and not getting a better. Nase Galamsey that's so cost with you. And you know, my cost. That is my logic. And that logic is the same logic that was used for the president Gufwadi. So, Nukura woman is a Galamsey, and yet idea, and yet easy to fight.
Exactly.
It is a war position and can someone Sabi Uba by more won't mean yet. Eddie. What do you say? Sir, Matisse, and this is 40 because and woman started she and Yama MPP before we're doing those things. Almost of friends say
excavators.
Excavators, they were doing it. Until Uba and she is a sign. And as you see, I know, it is alleged that, and this is one of two. And this is 1 or 2. Internet say come na dem until move to ana internet na mo catch again for say the Galamsey where are the friends say those people that said they were going to go on demonstration. What has changed? Let's be fair to ourselves. What has changed?
It is so far 120 days in terms of Galamsey, then it's a failure.
Oh, it's zero.
But if you know early days yet, one can say, to say Galamsey is difficult to her. Not just 120 days to compare on to me and fight it. And shouldn't we give him 4 years?
Anything I may catch NDC for say, and now money say, President Mahama can't know. If you say, Nanya dear, wouldn't him, they've started there before. President Kufuor Breso, and now Galamsey started. What do you say? During first term of President Mahama, not Galamsey, he did his best, but he fight it. And they different Musani, they be ewo Akufo-Addo breast. In fact, Akufo-Addo cry there. Okay, say me presidency me lose to cry because of that. Me debate so. What you say? Nti on kwado yebi me ye hu ye. E dia na President Mahama Oba waye.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Prof,
the first point in about President Mahama, you know, say
appointment was so I had there.
Yes. Almost said, yeah, di Ghana politics a channel. Or ye good say or born about say why I did because I'm gonna call you a Jumano. So but in governance, you know, it's like war. Yeah, you work maybe education sector. Open accreditation. Tima or the fight G accreditation. And yes, our team na unya accreditation na maintain it.
Okay.
Oko Ghana schools, most of Ghana schools, private universities, you know, a lot of them are struggling right now. A lot of them. Now, school ba ko frame, not me too, una ba ko fu. Omoko geo accreditation musi a minister na frame. I say, hey, prof, we the obo ha come the obo be ma. Ya kwatena minister nim asem wa no ka kire ye ni. Say a lot of private universities in Ghana, they are suffering because they think say omanya accreditation ewi. Na bebre she take ase, ebi she legon ase, ebi she we ase. Omanya wi no, oma go down. Oma enrollment has dipped. They are struggling. And sometimes in government, and young crofona do campaign they run it, a government, you know. What you say? Campaign is different.
But people are also saying that Mahama can say no contribution, no job.
What can I say? So, but see, you are running a campaign for a party. Now you are going to run not a campaign, but a public entity. There's a difference. There's a difference. One, you need expertise. Two, you need qualifications. I'm not talking about CV. I'm not talking about CV. I'm not talking experience. Experience is not CV. You need a certain kind of depth.
That's a problem. What technical people, chief directors, ni idea what that system.
If you so technical directors now work on. They have been there since Kwame Nkrumah time. What has changed in Ghana? What has changed in Ghana? Government.
No, but the point is they are not lacking expertise.
Maybe. So you need qualification, you need experience, you need depth, you need substance. So you need sanema to value somebody to put in a position. I'm not saying say I don't know good or no you're bad and I'm wrong. I'm not saying that. Now make sure me say so sir idea President Mahama oyi yehu bi the Ghana. Do you know what happened to the political party? Ebedru so no. Eba no. What him say? Sir, enkofo ya president appoint wo nyina okeka sir enkofo mu ye creative industry Rexoma event say we
Abeku Santana.
Do you know the problem is going to create? In 4 years, omu nyina kwa kutu sitting MPs. Trust me. MPP, that is the problem. Okay. Say,
no, that's a problem. Say, any greeder, why should they go and overthrow MPs?
Oh, if the ideal situation, but that is not reality. If you
are saying the president Mahama is enabling them to overthrow more MPs,
no. Invariably he is, but he is rewarding them. He is rewarding them. Some boy Jumano, but we are aware of what happened to MPP, where there was so much confusion about staff as in MP. And in fact, they all primaried all sitting MPs. And no MPP lose support no because there were and Sanema way back. It brings a lot of infight. It's a partner to me and managing here. So when to me and managing here, it brings a lot of infighting. A honor disunity ebano. Now say, Okas wa point to my yeah. What is the guarantee, say? It is not going to be about their stomach and themselves and their family. And yet, party for. Was it MPP for? Air corner. Omo appointing for Nkofo ko hakro minimum. Who crowd lawyer who can also be a victim of it. Good. What guarantee? Say I'm about any appoint you. What guarantee say me adwuma ma NDC? Ma ko same jamfi officer, same jamfi be fi me. What guarantee be ho? Guarantee be any ho. E be any ho. Eju ka say near MPP 4 year nye yes enye. But say afa any appoint you. I would have accepted if in 4 years or in 3 years or can say same way. But afa no mako. What you say? It is
it is too early for him. Yes. But council so our rebuttal council then how person
I disagree. Actually, say, sir, also you education. Okope a year of say accreditation. Sample best of the people to go and present it only on now more power apply. Bukwa the mamuya. Then that best people no.
Man can say. If you man can say best people. I didn't
say team I did accreditation. Your team now near the board mine.
I that's what I said. I didn't say best people.
Now person can say going to apply for accreditation is different from party politics.
Okay.
Party politics. You didn't nipa any drum in a year. Now, a bay, the bay one, a bay, yes, said. Nipa, on my boy party, no. How can you also, in fact, the way you put it for 8 years? What do you see? Now, at the point to crown, President Mahama, MPP for, you're going to buy over 1 million or close to 1 million. That's the party to crap at it, and so, on pa. The party during the day I had to about on the 7th of December, and this vote became like a wounded lion. What do you say? Now, and then he said, Oma risky, Nasa banners or reward Oma. Oh, come on, my friend. The other thing I can say, Abia and Conforno do our position honor. As time goes on, Abia, obviously, Semu Ama. New faces are bad. Okay,
maybe after 2 years or maybe a year.
Now stabilizing near Makakra. But the always is here and there. Me need to hoop up. And I'm here sure say near Mekano and Yamin Kuana may express sentiment. Me did say NPP for the brave so energy their NDC for him, including the NDC for no Mimi condemn one. Or Mumu said, yeah, one president here. Those that have not been rewarded, you know. Look what woman say. Also over 60. Extra. 80. What when you be and then Abiano or China when you be and this is for sarcasm or can say it is reality and it's happening now. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. And this is coming from a MPP. All to the point, and as you say. So that is the vision of the president. He's doing exactly the vision.
If you're kind of sad, yeah, and there is infighting, and or China, and there is infighting. You see, I mean, NDC.
Even MPP for the crack, I said the NDC and they want the same thing in MPP. What I said MPP for they wish to send Canada and also my opportunity.
But I don't think anybody is arguing.
Okay.
Am I arguing that? I'm not arguing that point. What I'm saying is Sadia way Kufuor Yebi. What came about was infighting.
Okay.
I know they didn't fighting. Emma, all presidential staffers in Kufuor by no user or the or my ministers in the events PA for
special assistants.
Thank you. Yeah. What happened? Nyeska at the some go to sitting MPs. It became a serious fight in MPP. Meaning how well you lawyer you have followed Ghana politics. Me I'm a journalist in Ghana. I saw that. They all decided to go and fight and sit and certain MPs. Emma, it became a MPP4 could not manage it well.
But what you say, Mahama to me stop it stuff and say, why am I opposition? Be I don't contest. Even the party can take a decision that we are going to contest some sitting MPs. Because John Bodo interview where John Bodo has said he designed a policy like that in 2020.
Maybe he designed a policy like that in 2020. And on where they won't lose.
Yeah, it's all of new leadership. No man go for contesting city MPs. No go for
if it is not managed well.
Okay.
I don't think I'm arguing with anybody. Me say if it is not managed well, look, it is up to them. Menye MPP ni, menye NDC ni, menye CPP ni, menye we. I am here. I will comment. Say the Meba will show you. Subeka said MPP will lose because of certain reasons, and they lost because of the same reasons. I'm saying. Say omoye ni ye bebo mabaso. Omoye ni ye bebo mabaso. But as a student of politics of Ghana politics since the event said 1990 something, no, we have seen this before, and that is why I'm sounding this caution. Say, why are there? Fine, that's what you will say. But yeah, managing yeah. These are the repercussions.
Okay.
Now,
I think, Prof, you are jumping the gun. I know, sir.
In what way? In what way am I jumping the gun? In what way?
Adidigya is a political strategist. But I can give him that. It's not when you push over when it comes to a strategy. You
also jumping the gun.
Hold on, please. That's why I say. That's what I'm saying. Is that you are jumping the gun. Let's wait and see whether they will put measures in place to check these things that you've raised. But I'm sure, say NDC, almost 7. Almost continue that happen. Said yeah, happening to MPP. What do you say? Woman who be paid. It's a holiday. Let's give him the Tom High. So why are they?
Okay.
Party are the ones that are running the government.
Okay.
And then NDC for greedy, MPP before. That's what we are saying.
I think the council coming from more MPP, a very powerful statement. Passer over this is one year greedy to say MPP for no. That means all the to say MPP for a greedy.
Yes, I'm being honest. Make no practice. Make fancy. Make no practice. Make no practice. Yes.
Wow.
It's a set on your program. And then look
okay. Once we are on MPP issue, you call the minority leader. Your friend say, Afenyo can be a miracle because Afenyo which was a for the minority leader to come and say, but any 2 days now, miracle they can wait for that, and I win the say, I'm the man, and I win Pemasem idea. MPP can then survive. I say, to just 60 days, opposition is serious. Moment to survive for the years, no.
If you are the great woman is there, and this is for a boy a Brian Sue. And the MPP ni be anywhere almost nyenyen was as a my SCU. What he has here? Yen na ya bone nyenyen was defeater, and this is for defeating. Na yen bimu ya dia to Nukura woman is there. For once, I side with minority leader.
Okay.
So Tiba Abonting through the social media handle. Now Obekan someone a young Kuranshe some. What especially those executives, these current executives are MPP. I'm talking about the national executive. Come on, what do you say? Adidigya, you can't be him. I don't have betina a kusi senso. And now all too money at Magon Bessie. It was needless. It was, I don't know what capacity into the betina. So also obesani TDA. And you're not fine. But my own is a news of betina as NPP personal. Of course, all costs were I can cancel. Among Kasama MPP. If it's all no Kasano catch and say. omo ye hu ahi
Emirato nakasa.
yes o say ye hu ahi odu say Ghana fo ebuafu ye say ye hu ahi. So why do you have to come and then compound the situation? What you say? You are adding insult into injury. So many one I come what to if you say no ka o kan a program so say oni ono when you experience the now understudy from the likes of former yes first
Like that honorable Damboche.
Dambo Chenum. Na enke so hu say sa kasa no be kasa ye no hu hia enye ho e no de ba be relaunch no ho onyai
Okay.
early. Let's wait for the committee's findings, and I'm sure say send a bar and never be bre touch you no a bar be dey be kura o ka hu bi nti won kana no nturu the police is too early for him to come and speak. Yes.
But don't you think so? Also said you can in chat so people have labeled him so edisika or senior no cre until there be a force no more better say no.
No, you don't come on national radio and TV to come and say that. You can do it on your what was saying
Private
private, your social media handle. What you say, oh, followers be brave. What you say, and we hear so about now. Now, what can some? What you say? I'd make my best fee. Okay, I know technology, yes, sir. When you tell, and to be honest with you, see a show only power brew. MPP mu pa ya should be you hwe ne you twa admakwe be ba fi ho a na say yenya obia that man has suffered for MPP. Yes, say oka say admakwe be fi wo ka omo appoint no no so mra me ni working under him na ne bufu ya adai admakwe be fi on deserve say onu be communication you know.
Yeah.
If you look at his experience, I think I say oh no man. But what the man? Now the man also no share or when who know who say you or no no or bro so. You don't think that.
But say no to chese wonye team player
Who?
Or part chese adumako be fi nye team player.
Only team player saying. Only team player saying. What as some kind no one protested to who our friend saying
Miracle.
Or the assembly call catch on peninsula. Now no say no miracle in a way no one can appointed yes sir. Those that appointed him honor or then protest ni call and yes sir. In any case, so okay on yet another one meeting, but you come and say this. In fact, you are part of those people that caused us the defeat. Come on, you.
Council also I don't Miracle can na lose elections no.
No, come I can't take it through. No handle party no friends say campaign ni bibia. Na say you lose wa. Me am think me na me ka say me.
Okay.
Anya me o ka ho bi. Team na ya wo feli o mo di ko ditch no. O ka ho bi. What you say? Nti nkofa hweel ba ko a wo hu wo kwan ho. Efa me just hweel ba ko ni mo hweel ba ko. O chere kofa professor break pad also and we know so me who break pad do it's not like that me no maturely make man what to
Okay. Prof, MPP on be survive 4 years no. Because one now can say who disagree say the NDC and enya ni nyina na entirely strategic sir. Now one here there two MPP na bi beto omo. Do you think MPP can survive the opposition?
Oh say if you are politics no. I was say what you say. Answer now kasa what me akasa. So I just say if you akunya ato. Who say if you akunya ato na pere aba. Aha, obi e pribi. Ena say no bi e hu say ukasa oba out na be kasa. Ena you hu. The issue with MPP no. A part of a broader thing in Ghana politics. They say MPP is suffering from leadership vacuum.
Okay.
The problem with MPP is there is no leader. So after elections, call elections, the flag bearer becomes the leader of the party. After elections, the party goes back, the leadership goes back to the executives.
Okay.
The party chairman, the general secretary. So, but to say we MPP said they are now. The leadership themselves, they almost need moral right, to even come and say anything.
Thank you.
Because they have supervised the colossal fall of MPP. See, I mean, see, an obedient. So, Obejina baby say, if any say, in team Bejina baby crackasa, and I general say, baby, a month for best ever 2 more. So, Enti, say no, why, and now, or yet, or candy for, I wasn't continuing. Oh, say, a dynamic year analysis be said. Since 1992, you start party politics. MPP has always fielded a founding member as, if any say, flag bearer. Always.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Always.
Yes.
So this
from Eduboahin all the way to President Kufuor to Nanado.
This is the only time I'm gonna feel somebody who is a if any say, a founding member. Not on sign party member. So,
me I'm not your party member.
No, sir.
Okay, no, a technocrat. I remember.
No, Bank of Ghana. And even as at the time, Nana Adu nominating as a running mate, your friend say, or he need to a force of a friend say, for party, a national executive, a force me a man a party card. So, and this is the only time you can say your friend is a founding member and a non-party member is leading the party. And who's so and your friend a political scientist students in almost school almost started to musia. Not political science lectures professors almost starting to book about this. So a faith and who's so and then the leadership vacuum. Okay, who said Nanado and your friend say Kufuor, they still remain father figures of the party.
Yes.
Time more opposition and they come out to do press conferences. They not the party even near what the Rocha more whole. So okay, near what such huge more as general secretary in those days, but they were still rallying around the flag bearer who has even lost. Because
we do and they were influential to that extent. Yeah.
And what you say now they were complementing the efforts of J.H. Mensah in Parliament. So in the J.H. Mensah fighting our Parliament, now also fighting outside. So and the only person who is appearing to be a leader is Afenyo Markin. He's the only person. He is standing in that vacuum. So and also know Afenyo Markin knows very well his position. Say he is not a party executive. He knows. And Nuntina, and I make us say politics and say what the church and what you should be able to be knowing some of the analysis we were high. Say Afenyo Markin, one anya press conference. What was that?
There be or you know any video.
Once one national radio it is not in his right to do that.
Thank you.
Because on your national officer.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
He's a minority leader. And didn't watch that and almost say also person or catch or dictate. Almost say MPP the national highest decision body in neck
Neck.
So neck making decision be until unknown to me dictating Genex and Munye.
Exactly. Okay.
Minority there in Parliament. He is part of his one constituency out of 80 something constituencies, But he is the minority leader in Parliament. And Nuntina on call the social media handle. What him say okay? Do you know that he has called Oman FM? Do you know that? He has called Oman FM to caution them. Say,
before that,
Muhammad. Miami Crawford. Now, I be say, ya, me and Canada, Namamo, Namosomo, and this is for boy, Namosom boy, Munya.
Oh, so
yes. He has gone on live radio on Oman FM.
Wow.
And no catch him say, Radio Gold unti enya sa ankyere NDC for onye say. So
that is true. NDC for are very committed and loyal to their cause.
Because and I make sure say from a leadership vacuum na abano. Say NDC for who say if they bring somebody outside Mahama Eba, they would have suffered. One, they wouldn't have probably won. Two, they would have suffered the same problem. One say Mahama no opposition in Nano. Na Ofoswampofu, I said they were all still corralling around him.
Yes.
Yes. That tells you, say, he is still on your flag bearer, but he is still the leader of the party. Despite say they were still corralling around Okasa, it carries weight.
Yeah.
Baumia dieno, they say it is a Baumia so per se, Dr. Baumia, sorry, Dr. Baumia per se, and also every many asacha. He also needs to come out and be bold and start doing press conferences and calling your friends say.
Also say Baumia press conference no be man emudro because they okay gravitas so be anu mo do now say Baumia tizana can a press conference and all that fix that and give him that emudro no a okasa and who be who that match
me kaba me build a point biba one say yeah campaign we are all donations go to the flag bearer. On the Wuscan. Yeah, when elections near co-position, the one who has the money carries the day.
Okay.
You know why? Do you know why? Because and your opposition and next year say why and I say wale constituency chief events we a constituency chairman neba ewu nyame fa sama anani yerewu anani niewu not ofrew say now na ye flag bearer last year me invite you year. You can't say you won't go.
Yeah,
you have to go. Oh, Koswa, as a flag bearer, and yes, as a flag bearer, you need about 10-20 people to follow you. What now be fully imagine say me drive way free Accra, Ako Wale with 10 V8. Me drive ko a very say we Navrungu. Gas and kwa be 4,000 cedis. Me konkwa na oba. With the hotel, what the you are talking about millions of cedis. Who has that money to be doing that? Meanwhile, also you have your eyes set in the next 4 years. May quite stand there, debut a bear campaign. And do this wedding, I say school fees, I say, why would 2 say campaign time to above the sky? So, and anything I make us say this is something that is bigger than Omunina and Nutina gap naban. Because Nanado co-opposition, Nanado was still even though he wasn't a party chairman, he wasn't a general secretary, he was still the corralling a year obia revolver around. Okasa, it means a lot of stuff. So it's about me also per se. No yeah. Or so also starting if you have the money. Now, say no, there has been a very, very, very flat out call for these national executives to stand down for MPP. People
they only account why is it a phenomenal video for them to stand down? No? Still a miracle. No are talking blame game.
They can't stand down as in national executives.
Okay, step down. So among few positions.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But you see, a phenomenal in there now, and I make you say, a phenomenal in there now, a phenomenal unimse position say he is not the person to call Miracle Abwaji to order. And then it is not his right. He can't call me. Oh, say, oh yeah, no, any general so be a. That is the extent of your market bit me.
Okay.
Yeah, up to your friend say national executives, no, and also mobile out. Ebeka says, say, no, what Obekasa, yeah, handle your engineer internally.
Exactly.
Your best sanction. Also, may say, and yeah, for your marking, the new bit me and why, and then you bet me as an oil parliament, you know. Outside parliament, you know, on to me, MPP.
Okay.
Okay. Or yet to fill the vacuum that is created. But
Paul, the bigger question is, can they survive?
Oh, survive there. I must survive big time things than this one. Wait, yeah. Almost said, Mamma Chawadi. Now I'm Pesameka because I have a lot of information. Almost said they are posturing for elections. Okay.
Okay.
They are posturing for elections. National executive elections is coming up. Okay, it's coming up. There are Uncrophobia who are almost starting a campaign. But under party rules, no, me out because
okay.
they left here.
Lobby for positions.
They are yes, lobby for positions. They are talking for some people.
Okay.
Aha. Adoma Kubefi, Ebi Oshe, Obia Obe contest for Aberachi, and I say Obi Oshe, Obi Obe contest for national executive position. And oh, yes, sir. Miracle Waji, Ebi Okasa, and also she'll be a what you say. And a brofu refer to posturing. Politics, they are all posturing. So, but on to me, imagine how enkasa definite because say onim say nipa no beba ana woma.
Okay.
And oh yes, sir. So
okay.
Party for no so no when your campaign on campaign you Adumako BFB on campaign here. Miracles on campaign here. And they are just posturing. For their candidates on Beba.
Testing waters.
Yes. When was that Eugene Boachi? Eugene Boachi, and have you been on your Ukruma? Oyebi, your friend say, Madame Carlos, Obi Ekasa. Steka crab Casa. Omunina posture, Obia what your shenechi, because national executives elections in Bebaso.
Okay, but Bob, let me put you on the spot. Me call council. Let me put you. Say, MPP for me to survive here. Council they are casting national executives now away. Obia away. Cause omo good party no make sure say omo lose elections no. Because it omo survive here. Who and who with team? And I will suggest someone for national because one who say there's a leadership crisis. Obia there's nobody in control. They are in a quicksand. And I'm almost thank you. And will be a lobby for national. Which team? And a bet me I'm more surviving. Team is very important.
If you said any main cast we were, and the main team, the main, and they also themselves would say,
but do you think they need a fresh team throughout and they need a combination of another four and a for?
I said, way deep, Bisano. Now, ye can't a same way before your friend say, MPP lose you. You can't say same way timer no more elections, more elections in team. Any your friend say but
we said it. I even said the Kodia
any wound to minimum so now you can't say same way. Nana, you per se you preempt what NDC will do. And now sorry to say, Nanado. Gina tinti epic crofo. A Funday wom, a don't be ginae. So, and no who soon so na ede, and a yen. On said, and come away, no, NDC picky more bapana, NDC, echo back to the be near and crofo ye came. Ababum, ye betty near the Ayejuma. Share, why NDC national executives now? All these people have handled public positions before.
Yeah.
There is something to be said about you doing your private business and handling public entity. There is something, the experience that you get in public life is totally different from private life. So, and no, na ye preach say a person party ni jina, na ye broad based there. And ye go back na national executives, you have for old parliamentarians, old ministers, betting guided. They say, we're voting parties now. If you are Ghana, I say, 24 to 30 in the voting power. So,
almost in a dorsal.
And I'm also very inexperienced. So, inside the idea, young fat executives, and yet the old guards, now, young fat boys, young boys, ministers, MPs, near guided one. And no, ye preaching for it. Oh, say, make us say,
that's the council kind of okay. Said that's what I understand. This is superior to MPP, no, because strategy okay in NDC.
And I make us say, and no, ye can before your friend say one more elections. I said, my candidate, elections, and you can't say, where did that? You can't cook them. and a baby can a bedroom. The candidate because MPP for selecting Crawford, I was part of it. Now I wasn't a member, I was part of it. See into how we should go. The Kaya steering committee. Steering
but you know
Momenti. And your money, Nanado had the money. And I make us donations, you know, say flag bearer, not donations going who. And the flag bearer becomes so powerful. Say,
that's an another MPP party. The Oka
because it drew baby, what the 200,000 corner do fear their cousin the houseboy and $200,000 was 1 year. Then you scap. What I say. So they had the money. And say a kind say no enanki ti omutie ya because I say on mine as a channel and yet NDC MPP as a mine. And if one party becomes weak, it doesn't help the governance.
Yeah.
What I say? And almost selected me, necessarily a party member. They selected me as an expert who has been
consultant,
yes, who has been a journalist before and who has knowledge. And the two of them say, yeah, on mine, no money to me, Gina, yeah. Say, and now say, mo so, and this is who ye be, ye ko esa. What I say? And say, your mind is there. Say, MPP, your friend say 85, and this way. Obi be say a you because a year man. Is it good for
governance?
Of governance.
Okay.
And then you can say strong. And a mind is a holistic. Say, ye to me called toe and ye sample the best brains to guide us. And then I can say, and this is for some way a education forum. Okay. Almost some way economic forum. And at a force in a market. Now, besides, I say, how is he going to capture our market in the budget? Education forum, from 1990. Yes, why can we have also and your mind I'm saying building no? So any party near building and any but if we leave it to the political class, to them it favors them because no power onya bidi na busuafo onya bidi boa party no party ne na party no ebekoso no mind ejija and now pay.
You know just education forum no one in a political game. And yeah, they building or maybe a political game.
Maybe I mean say but and then do we need such things?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah,
do we need such
that's
things?
A very good call out.
Yeah, you see, STEM and then more education for me. China niakola your friend say a class 4 or ye innovation building the next watch watch it me ko nsuase echo capture the science nsuase the science nsuase also your education forum.
Yes, we are forum.
We are forum. Akwala also design watch. Figure out what is it there that you can use your watch to go underground to figure out what you can do. You bet me say my say gold being the was insurance you say DNA won't insurance you bet me benefit.
Very well. Prof, yeah, I'm calling you about my because better tackle a national service near actually any corruption issue, no, because the camp president Mahama 120 day, say, more this can a bet show. So for MPP for them actually because NDC form case is work out near age filing only prosecute any discontinuation of the case near there. So look at MPP for them whether a genuine and but also my member one I'm busa the only abe marking team bang and how did he say bet me about MPP for first and foremost also minister one answer question whether they will survive because probably so I'm best surviving because MPP for more position that will you survive?
Yes early stages yana as a young at the end of turbulence about it doesn't stay forever. It will shake, but eventually it will stabilize. So we will definitely get things done very soon. If you say yentimi enjoy party no enko suppose any other party.
Okay.
Na abani say no yebe boy and say yebe early elections. To get new executives. Now, Omabe running the affairs of the party for us. yes, there is a leadership vacuum. 17. Yen win yewo ayini kurano. Yewo power kurano. Na ni activeness ede say. Na ena dikano akodich. Eti the best really say as soon as possible the NEC should structure a plan for us to have an early election. What is here? Said you bet me enya executives. In fact, competent executives.
Okay.
Enya executives keke. Your executives are on bet me a share toe to toe with the likes of Fifi Kote and the likes of Asiedun Ketia and the likes of my friend Sami. What's my friend saying? Sami Demfi. So, any team be a keke. Na ubaya sa na wuhia say ubepe people are old hands kakra. Na odi imrantie ene mabawa omuso munim de afra said ye be ya mpanifo no eneme bi wo ho a say because say kura no ye wo technology world mpanifo bebre kura nhye nimu papa nkwalai ne nimu yes they come of new innovations no ma boa party no apejano say ye din kwakrafo any entirely old guys esan baby ebiemu a party ni nya kono say na wedi kan aka no so hwe ni pa eto aba between the ages of 24 to 35 woman kosala eto aba na say ko ba say select executives na sankofo ebi nim na play any active role na wo de wo ya pani wa o say wo de watch wo party ni mu enti get some for position mount maybe you can ubet me this guy influencing. In fact I'll come to that. Na omato abama wa will be at where we are.
And agenda ni operation kokra na mrewa ni nyina nko na at least young people kakra mremu
penny was he uni penny adue.
Okay,
but I don't just say openi asabe oye out of fashion enyo ni hia ye popia over experience.
Okay,
because will be over experience opia why you be dakakra. So,
okay,
enye by age wise.
Okay,
so what you say ti edu sanko for no ba be frafra mu a ebe boa yen.
Okay,
Can say because say old guys, you know, you see MPP enye nipekuo bi dia. What you say? E you be or support party no e dia. Into be or support party no anaso or what you power party no hu bia. Otimi be pre e yi bi. What you say? Otimi be pre position. Enkonko say nipekuo kakra bi na
because first, no, I think that there was this mindset saying, okay, Bob can be founding fathers. Wow, Papa, Godfather be home, and MPP for the teaching in the flu, Mawaha, and but what you are saying is, you'll be a stakeholder into a beer or that media. Do you support our electoral college changes and say, most of some constitution or say the NDC for year and now, instead of delegates,
yes. And no, you bet menya leadership wa nipa nankasa because nipa the support base nankasa dey choose no. Then go you be ye impose on them because
okay.
Through money.
Okay.
Okay. Me did say you bet me I'm a good fight come 2028.
Okay. Well, because my person man for so join normal social movie, but there's a quick one on prosecution. No, more case is a court, which is MPP for money. I don't want court to. Give you a worry day. More MPP, more. You just say NDC by the month I'm on call for there. 4 years and they do no move them. In the case of say you man also that court go defending court for.
Okay, me does if you are me in fear. You did kind me court. Me court because MPP ni munu. There are so many lawyers MPP ni. But when we came to power, Mr. said, "Do was saying MPP for Emma Omaduma." Mr. Sasamono. Me court to go there. She said, "Ekotia any payer ya de contempt chini." Eti akra. Esi onu oye case. Eastern region lawyers war. MPP lawyers ebi war. Why do you have to wait? Why do you have to travel all the way to Koforidua when you can find competent lawyers there for them to do the job for greediness. I'm being honest. Greediness. If you say, say one bibi kakra be ba ho na usu nya bibi edi obi am hakra bi odi usu din be dey
yes
that dia can dance me court anyway
educate is not money na bi enu a omo approach wa na omo approach some of the lawyers ni bi e nkuma for some so mo take aba na ka mo so mo fa jimodi
me see me former boss said na sigri right said na sigri you want opposition boa MPP for na papa ni asante be dey too ni echi ni ekobeli ni echi ni ekoi ye ba power abisa ka by 2 months the 3 months was on board bi so board member and then asamba party ni mu all my friend so he should be part of the committee to go around the country. Is it fair? I know is it fair?
It's not fair.
So ope party no me and make us here because is me court. So there some about me make say me nko. Ye pe party no. So but yeah ni say when NDC was even in opposition, they were able to organize their lawyers. They had a meeting at in Volta region. I have friends who went. What do you say? NPP for yeti you were friends say let's say nipa kakra bi person mudi ntinu omo oboabo amokro amo ano na sebi o sa dwin bi wo ho amatoato a efise oboabo ano a na sika bi ba mo ocha omo biye sa nti omoabo ano ono obey power no wage akantenso omo bi ya bi what do you say? Right. So let's come back to Gifty Oware.
Yes, no.
Yes. Na Gifty Oware Moses why
almost all the ghost names a go a national service scheme no
or no or the ghost names are good. You see when you na a political we play political gimmicks winning and sana ye be kase obi edi bone na na so bi edi fo no I just a quote to and evidence based and you are not keke and now the bekika na sebe over this say gift you edi bone a anko call oni akwantu omi yes was dwane anka obeba what dey let's wait and see.
And you said they cannot get any evidence against her.
Oh, there, let's wait and see. Sir, on him say, what the bonia, Uncle Beba, obey.
Okay.
That's the cat, literally, dear, or Bobo Woody, a session one, and the Uncle Baba Gan, obey a day. Question me be sound no.
Is it evidence no more cover up and I say, on there's no evidence I'm betting against her.
Mam, me can be na memoir investigators no. Okay. Let them do their work.
Okay.
And yes, asemono oti ya peno dimrikana court. Ukwa to be thrown out. So what I say. E say o hwesa asemo ade court ne e wonyina so. Enyina so ne mu odu. Ah betimi aka say asemo esi sabo ni wadi. Criminal case wu anga so ni. Enye easy to prove. What you say? Inti yenya ma so far one fan go so mo hwe so na say information any investigation o maye ne emu nye dua o be ja no.
Okay
o be ja okay en go court kra so mo hwe no mu hunu say a mistake and I say yet no cry on be done.
Okay, you.
And I
Prof, what do you also think about that case? I want to say MPP for one, I say lining or more up, and I said a council can politics so it's just to get political capital because Mattis and Conform will say diversionary tactics.
I want to say if you and I go back to being a student of Ghana politics. I want to say this is not the first time ABC ABU. I want to say President Kufuor Bayen. Before President Kufuor Mrano, na Chronicle Kwesi Kumsin, why a serious campaign about corruption. That time na Kwesi Kumsin every Nigeria abafufo, I'll be a Chronicle. And another time so na your friend say Haruna Tamu statesman, Kwesi Pratt more your friend say Tommy Thompson more free press. Now there was this perception say PV or Bain to be kwache kenel say usumu atoto adan anyom.
That's right issue no.
So ho anya sraj ye set sraj up ene de Emil short ebeye okay ya unse Emil short wanche sraj in wanche kura no free ho na the problem is unse free ho ye de salomenumu kototu mu bi ne kwampepranom ohwe case ni pa ye say mo na mo lawyers, the lawyers are us and it lies in the bosom of the judge. So it is not easy, say, to prosecute a public official. It's not easy. One say they all act in the name of the president. They all act in the name of the president. Be anywhere public official, yeah, anchor your friend is a cabinet meeting.
Okay, that's okay.
Everything they did went to public events, a cabinet meeting, and so a collective responsibility of the executives. And now. CEO was unless the CEO bypassed the minister and did something on his own or her own. And now bet me a 40 your friend is a public official. What's that? A sell many quampe pranoma. Case somebody called jail, a friend say, Chachukatanma, case somebody called jail, and I said, a questionable baby. I just said, it is not really grounded in law, bisa. So, in the other said the law lies in the bosom of the judge. So, no interpreting said you're no pen, no skill, no said the president or man or chief justice because me a high court judge, I may pray for appeal, me for appeal, I may call a friend say
Supreme.
I say police in constable, our chief superintendent, IGP. Nearby obey the obey. So, and the judges in the year, no more than we shame. But may assure say the judges over the period have also realized, say, look. We cannot be used by the executive to be doing this kind of ass jobs. So, and to who said a free it has been difficult to prosecute anybody. Apart from say Abuga Pele Moko, but who say a prosecute will be?
Yeah, it's true. It's difficult.
Yes,
and the council can be criminal cases also proven beyond reasonable doubt.
And yet criminal cases be in this case, this one. So and notina, they say what here since that time, no, what they do is a name and shame. You better try in the public domain. Say, Mammy, National Service Woman, you try no public, no quite that answer no go to. You try that you good who fear, you know, be because Omen said, and you not swapper, friends, and you not swan. Now, ghost names. If you ghost names, why not gonna become ghost names in one sem? Ghost names, or suffer for Africa ghost names in one sem, you know. Accountant General, ghost names, Africa and time on air, what GN no. Me, I can tell you, say, me free Ghana, I won't name them my editor, or Jimmy paid me free Ghana. Oh, yes, yes, now, Omuji paid the for a long time because near the system, and say, subvented organizations, most of them, and
ghost names in Kwa.
You never ghost names as some Nyomo and America say, so what the politics in the church? Now, me, and you must say, me and take me. What you say? Where Yantian set up oral team. And a political man now, Udi anymore. Ebeka say, ya save 200 and something billion as a DNDN. technical man of woman because hey, there be.
Domelo Vadechi and Domelo was there being accurate.
So, also make a member be a technical man, a political man. You should see the difference. Oh, yeah, Obi Itimemu, ni now follow Crofwaya. Now, so to me, now tier analysis here. Now, I say, hey, Sabbath, I mean, Jimmy, I'm sorry, I'm here, and this MPP, now me economy, me TV friend, there be a yamotre. I benika se bojidi. Na yet see a yansa, not see the air canon. Now, I say, hey, I dear Crofway, no crab panny woman, I mean, blindly, and I say, me tear fasten because Judge B. Organa, the refinity, or say, the truth doesn't matter in court.
That's true.
Is it justice afraid? Or is it the truth doesn't Obi court and I say, Judge, I'm telling the truth. Hey, here the truth does not matter. It is evidence. What can you prove? So until you know truth, Debbie. And you almost say, Mammy, yeah, all right, see, you have a bone for breeding. Yet to me, Eddie Bakokra court.
Debbie.
But granted, say the law is slow in taking its course, right? In Tebia, Attorney General for no study case, you know. Or best idea who say, okay, there is enough evidence for me to proceed. So, but, and then the neighbors are the
okay.
Yeah, Professor Mills.
But I don't know how much church and chef soldiers. Go for soldiers in there.
I don't make a choice. There is politics and there is technocrat. There is it's what money now voting. One also now reading between the lines. Now then I'm going for Professor Mills. Who said Professor Mills is one of the most astute lawyers in Ghana. Or by there some no kind. Or no area who knows look. Sir, Achichi. My do them impede them because he realized say it is not an exercise in futility.
And
we are saying no gunkrofo bebre hu fin kwa na ugu hu fin hu say table no ebe esesa how are you going to also be treated? So into na make us say sane mo ye nyina no e posturing but every act that a public officer does in public, they do it in the name of the president.
And yeah, we didn't need panel authority or wanted that to me shut down holding will be. I get your point.
Sanka see obi afechre akoma contract bia enye allowed and we debate 2 million be near quarter different. But the minister has assented to it. He went to cabinet, and cabinet approved of it, and he executed it. And the hefa and now Babe Jinaka say, why a bonnet? Then the evidence they say I acted on behalf of my minister.
Of the president, yeah, and the minister gave approval.
And the office, the act that sets up this office enjoins me to do XYZ. And that is why I carried out this unless you could prove say you went beyond your your mandate. And there is a discretionary I just say I am the CEO. It is within my power to do this. Until I make us say judges, I was say and I make us say every time I come to jail. What was the minister be jail?
Debbie, in fact, in the case of Chachu Council, my members outside the later on, willfully causing financial loss to the state. Chachu the court, my almost striking it down.
Actually, Chachu and say he was pardoned.
He was pardoned, yes.
But he rejected the pardon.
Also on pardon. No court. Echo challenge sentence.
The law, the offense, no.
Yes. If you call challenge, and Odibim. Sana Chachu,
yeah, but Odibim on the basis said that the court said, say, offense no more charging or Asiana did not have the necessary ingredients and the punishment prescribed.
Because he acted in the name of the public, which the public
that's right.
At that time, no, the public was the government was the executive was the president. It was within his power as a CEO to do it. Say na make us say one day ayi mu nyina akọ court kwa bekra mo no. It was causing financial loss to the state.
No, I willfully. I don't care a chat winning the case. No, all the one for be short a willful. Nature say what said that. It's difficult to prove that standard.
Say na make us say Professor Mills by who said no. Everybody who is in that position, a traditional GNPC CEO meboa.
Yeah, you are.
One are reported to the minister of energy.
Yeah.
Dear pan na chachuba ye wo krom ho a was CEO ho a minister any movie. Hear me. A dear pan na chachuba ye wo na yi ho a unless a chachu akoma contract bi a underground.
Okay, it comes the only counts in the case you go tiaga because it's standard. No, it's very difficult to say the law kind of evidence. No, what work a court the encounter no way there no crane any moment so as it radio when you scan of the fact and you know the idea more court. It's about what evidence you can gather. And no crane in the court best on it to say which one is admissible, which one is not admissible. Until you find one thing some can court.
There be public because public he say Uber radio soon prosecute or and it is for the public. And then also they do that to gain dirty political advantage. Enti yebeya osa yebegu hu fi. Say bi ubehwe kura no na obi hye akira position bi a sabi o would background no ope na ono so pesa position ni bi na wako hwenye mu komesika na amanfo na twoma no agu so akika nsem agu hu fi nti yebun kokoto enhwehwe mu nwie no sabi asam kokoto a few people in a follow up na jese opinion ni de o ma form dada but court wo be kon na ntisa.
Okay. One more point. One say, wait, why not? National service near Bar Meboa.
I'm give you worry.
Ubehema Quano. Na NDC for a benefit. Ya post ma ako juicy positions via Coco board. A fine NDC format. NDC format. I'm a national service. Don't be a biako. Your friend say we foreign services. Ako a juicy places. National service about apere. So them sir. Fami bako. Ubehemu mami kroya. Yes, o me fesi yi. Ubehemu na ebi abe NDC for nkola abe for the next 4 years. NDC for my best about 5,000. On the post
na.
Enti you say a much ado about nothing.
Nothing.
Yes,
okay.
Ghost names here can. Say so be no start free. And then when I'm saying ghost names, kwa accountant general ko ghost names egu ho. Ko ban redu ye ya wenti mi anye. Osafo mafo be ye ya wenti mi anye. Egum bebrebe enye national service nko an. Minimi say NDC for abai. They also benefit. Oko scholarship secretariat to see here. Minister send any scholarships ngusu ya dey wabuchi.
In fact, me teacher Dr. Asai or call on the appointment committee no they said it to her say the PhD call ya buying a sponsor
na minister
and how can 10 people what just have their names came up so much scholarship.
Minister designator or call a deputy minister designator or call a attorney general as friends we Justice Sirimas.
I make no teacher ya.
Onka hu bi. Enti no say national service ubehwe mu NDC former chesebe thousands nko na oboa omu. Enti much I do about nothing but
okay.
Eco court. Okay. Yeah, sure say attorney general was steady document and we say look there is enough evidence for me to proceed but from what I know from history okay. Posturing.
Okay. That's what but I think I think this week we are also hoping that there will be a budget statement. I don't know so maybe I make you comment on the budget before I make a call list no so.
My council kwasa.
And I better a case that's a man na budget so.
No, minka budget no. Ochina na ochina to force in the first budget eco parliament. Na ubisa me Once a month. My expectations. Me expect say betting tax. You be year free. Me expect say COVID tax. You be year free. Me expect say e-levy. You be tramu. Na
I'm here.
Makahe miensa.
Me COVID betting tax any e-levy.
Yes, miensa. And all the unnecessary taxes, you know. You be year free ho na you kuma hi high na say Uncle Bani Sadia then Ghana for any will become if we say war opposition you know or say Sanya Mano Ekufu Adu nipa bone the 3 more day ba year free ho in fact omuka some back 3 days betting tax any umbetwam we the power we also there be FC parliament ne ye sachira ye ho deben I'm expecting say beka beti fuel na wati electricity
I to fuel notice there was a slight increase in fuel
na wati electricity so na sani mana mamudia ene na Ghana for ye no mu bikapa if you say sankoba ne sadia na ese die nti ena na mo power no kom ana say hungry for power nti na mo yesa mi gidi say NDC for omo ye socialist based offense saying ideological party no ometete niema so but I can tell you on authority say ontimi nteso ontimi yi bibi en free ho
ntumi ntefe so
ontimi because it's going to create a lot of vacuum sika ben ye de bebo man ho bra what you say or tiswa and so yi taxes here current taxes or yi bi fiwa or the for ba be shim and so boy increase go
okay
nti ordinance be ni fa man no de be nkuma dey agi ontimi nteso
but so what so we 11 we the toll booth ni besan baba
but see but ana make sure say governance is serious business. It's not about propaganda. What you say? Eti wo akira na wunimu a na to abo ba park so. Wo keka nsem a oni owo friends owo in the hem of affair na wo gu ne fi. Ene mi ye twen me de be bom pae so much so a se na ma bom ma ba so omo appointment here me fe no. O programming so asambe bom ma ba so. But I doubt to say.
Now, how about dollar? No, see the exchange rate. So, do you expect to hear anything on China budget? No.
Obi edi opposed to social media. Na the oye ne say, or see about an hour and a half ago, dollar no about 10. To Dimirika, I could post it. O post your buy na some 16. You see, it's not easy. And right here, do you know how much they've borrowed? NDC. It's about 68 billion. And right here,
I know it's confirmed because when you say Steka doctor, Steka no yes allegation. I don't know whether that is confirmed or not, indeed.
Well, we are waiting. We are yet to see. You better try. I don't know what they say yet, but it is alleged said they've borrowed close to 70 billion. If that is true, then why did you criticize the government when we were in opposition that they are borrowing too much? But then me bumpire say, sabi before I say, or confubon is a man bebo or timubi. Men pesa o man bebo. Pesi ye nyina ye ho to eni nyina ye tim ko ye nim. Sabi kiteska kakra, odi koto adia ebe sun no bia nyebi. So just here. But Sankoba is no mudi and hamba. And you're gonna for the number being a bia papa.
Okay. Propose budget.
Budget. What kind of expectations of me need Prof, Niana, a counselor, now, the only word he didn't use was a manifesto. Because in some now he was reading their manifesto. He said MP4, and this was about betting tax, the only word he did not use was manifesto. And that is what he was saying. Now, and he has every right, as an MPP member, and he has every right to hold them accountable. Me, obisa my expectations are. Me need high expectations biya. Me need high expectations biya. Because President Mahama man who expectations did that. Man who expectations did that. But me foot to back one me the two minister or koye me budget and say one. The exchange rate. The exchange rate. The exchange rate. If he can figure out how to solve the exchange rate, about 75% of Ghana's problems will be gone. Okay? Now, the only, in terms of Ghana, the only way he can fix that problem is to devote a lot of time in the manufacturing sector. So, the only time he can do that is to devote a lot of time in the manufacturing sector. That is the only way he can solve the exchange rate. Because in economics, you want to export more so that you gain enough foreign currency to balance your balance of payments. You earn more dollars. So foreign revenue. So that the foreign revenue becomes stronger. And no, and now what they call world market a year now, exchange rate, I'm going to see the more I do. Now, you import less. You import less.
And I see the same is possible.
And anything I make us say, me need the expectations because say you rely on buying and selling. Not Malaysians see, na Indians see a good Melcom, any Jumia, eba buy and selling Chinese mall near there. If you are or mine, some catch say, yeah, uncle baby, and uncle baby, and yeah, this in any MPP, and you move beyond a bag on a ye. Because development in Fatayen. We don't need, oh yeah, it's true. Most African countries development in Fatayen, but this and Chroma pens where correct said the teacher down so man. The idea behind that, so man, what are correct investigations?
I mean, they say champion,
yes. Now the idea of Tema. Then no, then o monologue now can a tornado say a Ghana wish. Look at this. And see the evidence abounds. The evidence that you say yen fata development craba yen because manufacturing is where we need to go. We should have gone manufacturing long ago. In Kenya, and Chinese more, Melcom, in Kenya production.
Yeah.
You can railway lines from Kumasi to Takrady, I didn't near my harbor. You can railway lines from Techiman to any timber, Ebesiako, a processed timber. You can a year, I inside go Kumasi, I never be a hinsign. Yeah, pipe, sawmill, okay, pencils, and near the books, Ghana. Ni export to Togo, export to your friends Cote d'Ivoire, ne bro yeswa, ni export to be Europe. Kodu, oko your friends those days, a kaswa hona, and then some pineapple. Nanka by this time, and ye export your friends say large quantities of pineapple. Ye export you, ye bay juice ne waha. Ye did ne be so ye so ne bro yeswa. Then we started exporting to Togo, to Cote d'Ivoire, to Burkina, and they the Jennifer Burkina ba. Yedi bayre free a friend say Maliba, yedi nentwe free Maliba. What I say? We are importing. Importation here by na yedi foreign currency na ekwakoto. Enti de bia na yesi di na yedi ehun hwan. But sanke yedi komomu a yedi ko a enanka exchange rate no nke beye emu beye duama. Enti me ni expectations bia until say Aban we say, me say manufacturing. I am going to support the manufacturing. And manufacturing, I was here targeted. Agric. ene kura yen e free Kwame Nkrumah penso agree ke kura yen ya eno no so yetimi eye ne export na menche wa de bi hwe
Probably not because it's a whole topic on it on was a fair no because you see over the last 20 years agric has been shrinking. But sector contribution to GDP has been shrinking. It's a service industry no kwama Ghana bigger contribution to GDP than agric.
Mamema a simple reason. One say no. The reason why most governments are shying away from it is because of what we call gestation period. Okay. Yes, abeno. And a brony adenanya starch in the adeno. Now, 2 years. Now, a month for no say, chin say, hey, what Latina so one mamma yo. Also, train so I didn't bet a bed in no sport no the Abanabanya sky baby and ma inside the enemy, minimum being frizzle. Now, me for my Chinese more for one by no mammy 2 million. Nam for me a quino. And no nama yet tip baby a tea. And no nama railways now see a timmy developer, yentimi developer, and no nama a quine now see a developer, a timmy a quine, ma a quine timmy 10 years, 20 years. Okwa amanonia yenye kwan rough uti ase yenye kwan rough Kumasi ayi Accra road wan na be yenye kufuo ene uduru anyinemu a kwan abobo te se ayi ye friend se ebobo kete uti ase kwan aye eni ahibia ebobo eno entina make say me aban bia no me measure no with this foreign exchange rate.
Okay.
Foreign exchange rate no cedi no ho emu yedua ye inflation ebeye ye agedifo e ho be han omo ne na lawyer ka say enipa a betting tax we wouldn't need all these taxes because your balance of payments through your exports is heavy. You are getting a lot of
I said, okay, what can I have? And Abanti Abdul Razak say even Bangladesh for cry, they are known worldwide for their textiles. And this is what Alan Chamate wanted to do with the garment and textiles. You know, Alan here will freeze over.
Mamen can say metwa near Abdullah Nekano. Oba US who this ankola she who backpack ankola ediko school. All these were made in Bangladesh. All of them were made in Bangladesh. Sweatshirts. All of them were made in Bangladesh. And Pabua Nike money a day. What's your business?
Mr. President, before try so baby. Me ame wo na TTL. And your old in Kuma factory or them and abandoned. President Kufoba no them brothers, we form a double blood brothers. And almost setting I know we are knitwear, your company knitwear garment wear. A garment projects on because I used to cover Alan, garment and textiles. There were factories in Accra. Baby, Yakosomo textile shop way. There were factories in a Tamafrizo Enclave.
Babwa is a
yes. No way. Another for no way. A friend says socks for JC Penny. You're winning now. They had factories into a sorry. And yes, I need to think of photo. It's about kind of issue. Last 2 years, when in Ghana imports, Niama importing quite $2.6 billion, including wig and prior and what.
Toothpick.
Chewing gum require $8.4 million chewing gum. We are sick.
Who is my expectation?
We are sick.
My expectation in say a bind be maybe grading with manufacturing because that is where I don't think I'm saying development is saying no. You mean develop that because you instant gratification.
Yeah.
Per se a quino. And then what by promises obey and politicians no so nimpefe.
Yeah.
Adia we and yadia it 4 years they know. And so all pepper went in obeke kasan joba manufacture and they ameno ka say what they say uko Ghana to kwanhwe from Accra to Kumasi kwananajo. Ufri Accra to Kumasi a enkura obeko so nyina say ukwa wia obi ani krom ho obie ni kromo ho nyina a village towns abe ho nyina aye desecrated nkola ni nyina pia begu city ena oba na do so a kane ho nyina say bobo ebeye den no akosi factory wo ho wo de kane say bobo these are high powered equipment be hia electrics ni ade and so kane ho nyina say bobo street lights say bobo
Pop, you have to on another day there because I'm very passionate about this as somebody and your woman automatically I'm very passionate about factories. Until I know me Alan when Alan was doing the garment and textile factories. But council just a quick one and Sana Wako in the Unia Bemek is a Ghana day. What kind of because Singapore and Malaysia for any woman start to
So as a Senator Kanka, you know, media my expectations are bread and butter. Bread and butter are the things that affect the ordinary person in Ghana. And these I've categorized, in fact, NDC for now are categorizing into this. One is betting tax. It should be scrapped. 2 is the e-levy, should be scrapped. COVID tax should be scrapped. Petrol, fuel should be reduced. And then, of course, the, what do you call it? The exchange rate, which the NDC promised some on Betimiamana. In fact, it was one of their slogans, was President Mahama or a 4 cities to $1.
Okay.
So when you have 4 cities in Ukraine, it will be about to say 10. You be managing sa ne kakra.
Okay.
Nanka ya koye nim.
Okay.
Eno na me dey me expect. So when me anya sa nyema we nyina because some can say, well, can say in their first 90 days. First 90 days, budget way is going to cover the first 90 days. Intinu say omo antimi amoso anchire kwanya omo fa so dey reduce and so mu ye free wa. Then omo ni endi di na Ghana for nso yemfa nche won. Enye say sabi and this in ho akono anti na amanfo to abama ho. Omo to abama because you see omanu mu ayeden ayedin. Nti so omanu mu ayedin dia na se ye dey governance na hye monsa se munya my events timemufo na enema mo promise won na se mo ye.
Okay.
Nina mu kasi mu se mu se mu ntimi nya anti se mo do manoka. Bibia on my promise biano. I'm looking forward to say Ochina case at force. Odinina, but to training with the red pen betting science in training in no many more do now a ball of kenke which is now being sold at 7 cities now ba 3 cities any 1 city pneumonia didn't obey to be no be a water. Yes, that is my expectation.
Council Mami na wasi bebe lawyer Collins Confidential Confidential law firm Collins Confidential law firm on any kasa no so MPP ni no say no at the end Mahama appointment ni dey 100% obe support no but obi abedidi peche no money nya aduma dokno booma from e-levy omunyi betting tax omunyi enye sa dia inflation CD dollar exchange rate omunyi now prof dey no kan say dey politics dey ndey Ghana no aje go on cause omo ene omo sha ase kra omo koja ye ntenya dey be ye but abrantia ba ko kan in reference to lawyer dey o kan ye truth or say there is money in the crude oil fields na Mahama mpacho crude oil fields nya ye dia o truth mu nyina mu nsua de crude oil fields na ya sign contract ni nkofo assign enye ye dia nti oil na ho no ye royalties na ye be gene taxes enye ye dia nti calculating ka Ghana iska ho kakra na e ba no ye de esese ye nsaka in terms of taxes na dey ba oil fields no nkofo contract o mukuta dada doc mama good evening akwaba.
Yeah thank you me that I this is a discussion I pretty interesting. Na lawyer say enti dokoro so dokoro dey so do the same price them to me back. Immediately the day is stable. This is a few things based on the discussion. Now more care about national service case na omode maame no omu yamfa ni court omu invite no any whether say the be coming out of it. This is I think they will say a share kakra because they can say you to me and getting good names out of your payroll now. Now say already no you're losing this whole fight on say your cleaning system because there was a reason for Ghana card. Make sure I mean this will be a can idea for the Ghana card no na home fast one saying Say you to me
so proper would be realistic, doc. Proper patch say, and your politics actually. The political will is not there to remove any ghost names. Pretentious say he say, oh yeah, remove it. But one is good. That's what he's telling you.
We will have to force them to clean payroll. And only say I mean to assistant here, me be come once. Say at least baby I will state am we. Who be we are buying adwuma bia. Betumi who pay online. Say we nim say. Na accountant general hon. You will patriotic Ghanaians ho. And I say ye we should be able to leak payroll. Now yeah, private citizens, you know, yeah, verify. Yeah.
Private citizens, doc, me say the reality. It's in a profit short. So no, I journalist or Ghana son of a professor or Bruce. Me young person, me team. A scheme. Omo for gum. Omo ababi aba. Ono so di nko for gum no be ti baby no be di no match. There's a whole mafia. What you say? Inti ade dey you be na asa di be gum. Sa na ye no.
Because sister here say yen to me now, let's say this whole digitalization yeah back on where scam. Honestly. Say yen to me you sue this whole digitalization to your benefit. Yen van clean your payroll. Let's say a lot of places baby I don't be say you train me sure say US is some years or almost social security. A train my dream see Ghana slate meaning how what is going on there. Ways are you to me tracking or what you to your moka no what you to your moka.
It is also digitized now. It's digitized now.
Yeah, it is. But we need somebody here auditor no or here auditor. Because say America cry you ever cast almost since here my since if you are there because of hey. See Ghana no I will see you be out no so ebe bo actually. I'm making sure say I'm bouncing. They are
not to squad no.
That's it. Because who them says that they are agreeing so answer and I say you use technology. I'm from why and they say we might be going nowhere because the old Yemana na year recycle. We don't seem to find an end to this. It should stop somewhere. Oh, this is I was a stop you, baby. A Biani Galamsey fight, yeah, Nana Mokan Wasema, party chairman, be say, oh, stop you, me. Me who that video, but me, the minister, it is still early days yet, or Bomode, you know, I try to bring people on board and all that. Yeah, but then I mean, say, party chairman, for be or more position. You know, mono decision or mutu say once I buy best son, yes, we could take you over. Be more maybe I almost planned that. In how much more I buy minister and idea or say task force about constituency say a catcher. You are just a party chairman. Who part of the government indirectly. Who party in the war bam. But I buy about the operation or what ABA now we Galamsey. Who are leak information that what we you call for. I believe say the energy minister no name call for any year. Or more qua Mama Mumbo be a man here. So we a big man be now be leaking information. Now we excavate no more kwa years here. Or Mumpio almost just like that. Now you in disgrace those party chairmen for. At the other party no or chair appointment no. Kakaka will be a binyani there. It's just 2 months into it. This is cry name me or more. Your positions to be still ever. Up till now, you confirm Office of the President number prayer Juma. Me say uncle for castle na number no doors to say MPP. Me sure say official figures be about it. The names of me up a clarification am I but me sure say
and do MPP before there and do MPP before
me very sure say there is no way about MPP party no me Lusu ye no. Ebe mo why party reforms kakra. Going forward, me say Ebeboa party no. And I do like a crab, so we walk about this.
But digitization, the idea is to help individual citizens. But the other Professor Chon said there's no proper objective per se. Political will, they say we will clean the ghost name Debbie. We clean it 1,000. To say jobs here more my party boys. We clean it 1,000. We ban on also the 1,000 abeguma ubedi. Okwa na we so abanu abe clean it 1,000 no we so the bi abegum. That is what has been going on in Ghana. That is the reality. And I will be message was this Sunday we had him say doc you can just say is that realistic? It is pure NPP thing, NNP thing. I don't know what he means by that, but I think one change is just the political system you operate, you know. Yeah, implementing politics, you clean you. You implementing politics, you the budget funds for politics. Really, the idea is not to actually clean the system. Clean it, because I want to be so didi. I want to be didi. The dog one, no, I say no. I talk you. Me say, President Kufuor no gift mix.
Then this whole thing about Ghana card, authentication, one-on-one biometric. That's a year too scary because
for private sector and individuals, but in terms of public sector, no, and no incline.
And as a public, a buy no notice no book at the amount or no fun to me streamlining the systems and plugging loopholes. Then a better thing na individual be also here we also be also finding a way around.
Most of them are using it to work. For instance, private sector companies they are using it to work. It's working efficiently in the in fact payment system now being used. They started with the private sector and some are buying adopted our payment platforms. No, but me say political will assembly to momu nyina ba.
And that's it. Yeah, you be finding quite this well leaky payroll.
Okay. Mutin kwa munya maye.
Sure. Because I was private citizens. Yeah, if me politicians no more cleaning system.
Okay.
So one year ready so we cleaning. I'm sure say was a private citizens to me more cleaning.
And you compare so about for private citizens. Now because private citizens, you know, we need to be
better information now. I'm serious. Minimum be not what that information, but a few years back.
Better information. Now the information I had.
Now we're leaky. Our internet website, you know, leaky.
Now let's not so leaky, Anna.
Say leaky, yeah. There is a way I bet me a check it. Say as soon as we
Doc. God's names are somewhere by when him say Manasseh Mopepe your friend is cry. Fourth exit in a leaky store in the first. And the case no court. And say Enkosiaga. This is Ghana be a never yo. No ba or ye evidence with the talk. Who leak you well? There's a whole mafia. Who they leak it so that cannot come? Doc, don't be an idealist. Ghana, some year cannot Ghana. My name is Doc. My name is Pa. Chidi, good evening.
Evening, this is
Good.
Brown all corruption as I say, hotel breach in the court system. No man could be say, as all cannot cry any reality anyone because me. The remember what we say, I say, some program be a friend of we say, if we truly want to fight corruption, Ghana, and we say, we minia. Corruption are very, very difficult to fight. An example, and I've been making those examples and that example to a lot of my friends say, Samia Mitiasi, and I'm finance minister. I dear chair over sorry about me fee, and I've office I catch him say, oh. And I wish I pay you because chidi. Why only Busia free mo? Bray, Busia quiet, the Ashawa, Waku Square. Yamia Domutimiqua, Buchico, say, and then Yamia, Domnas, Wabe, finance minister, Kaifio. Make an episode who I fear the about him, the Echo, so who needs Kabia or one cop one is he say, or make us with Tim Warding. Buy when your position kakraka see at the end ultimately do position here credible Busiano. So indirectly they are telling you to go and steal. Yes, yes, Uncle Fona, so we try one say what we any mercy, what go Busian any mercy. So we have come to a point whereby we've institutionalized corruption. A better system amount for around because to date I don't understand why a system why no. by why in a digital, but still Guru Boy said also I still don't get it. The passport, obi queer passport, or say your express, you will see. No, I could do on yes, I see this Guru Boy. See, it means say corruption na de any arguing say ye per se system because ghost names ye better. Ekufado back 2016 omo kan sa omo buy ghost names we eliminate omo catch say ghost names in everything omo ko ghost names asaba we musu abey the same old story and when I kind the political will is not there campaign kikebi to Ghana for some Ghana for the yan so be ka say come ba system nim do kno boy ni say dollar na say ni say
hello Chidi. Oh, Chidi. Oh, Chidi.
Okay, network in na
aye.
What can I say? I say a talk Ghana for Asuma and no.
Oh, Chidi, your sister me a very beautiful sir for the last minute. Shady, okay. Mr. Ada, Nana, Mommy, tell one time later I'll reconnect Chidi again. Good.
You go son kakra. Adidi kain ameka miracle abuaje asem na okano. Sevia MPP enwu. I know MPP eye normal because senior MPP yesilusu ye no. Eye den a yetiri bekeka bom. Eye den a adwene ni nko straight because nyamia ye pe na ye nsaka ye enti oye den wutu ye fokra ebeche anza na yetimi aye den afa because to be honest me ankasa no metia no ehwa na ye me said the ase me so daye ya na mnim say like asa abani nyanto na me so daye because me dwene ho a maintain no ma bi ase said the last week na me can say nipa wetimi abeye free education ama nipa over 3 million enya so mfaso ne ekoto aba na otimi lusu say ya utimi say Ghana politics asesa enoma adane enoma akonanim amanfo esua ade enti say we politician ya don't joke with the Ghana for no because they say the woman nyina adwene say asema obeka no eno na fa ye adwuma wo de efri echina ekono na wo bisa say da ben no mo bekan budget no echina na wo kwa akokan na okai wie na enoma a wo kan say obeye no se enima se fia obeka kire me say na wo kan because they say no boys nani abre enim say enoma bi wo honom a ye ba be yiyi afiri ho am ye ho atoyen importers ne oma export omu nyina nim say ye be yiyi tax bi afiri ho ama ho atoyen abatan nim say enoma bi a na mu aye den no emu ba be ye mmere se budget ni enya ba be ready wie na nia na wo hwehwe no ne nsa nka ubon say ye ba be start ehwo ne ye be ka kai ehwo ne ye ba mbema no ma bi because obe kaya 2016 me metena radio aha kan me frey na sam le chairman na netidwam me ka sem pp ndc ye guno enti me mabiem 1 million vote he me dwamanuma eduzi ekoto 2020 no na me hunu se Ghana asesa enti enne abase ya NDC for Munzu Nzo. Say ya started the Galamsey bo machi. Ya started the Doomso bo machi. Say a kaka krebi near the economy nso sabe bo machi. Na via catch say papa kro baba ye den. Na ubunta afi ba omia ho ya kono. Ba omia ho ya kono. Afi bonte ba omia ye be startia ye no. Papa we die Mr. Digital
Do
man.
I just say NDC be failing about me ama san baba
Oh,
ko.
sister via media kami menya dia enka Mahama feli anka mepe but enye ne boni mu
Okay.
because Ghana for na punish yama akomi krim oti ase o man susu ampaneche yen senke ye mpokura na eye 400,000 vote a enka enha mesa na ade a yenye kase nipa no wontimi nye na se mutimi yiye si nchen anim guase enchen se ya wo de wa hwe parliament 100 no kura kase wo ma mu gu akiri kura aburo yeso so eno na ya na mekaya eye me ya so yes ye TNT na Asante region NDC ko win vote o no
Asa mo sisi omo na chatere je na mo ya o anti etese mo wini o.
Ya yi kwan o eze ko hwe
Ah,
Mozizogo ko hwe
Asante je 5
Mozizogo
interchange ne mo ahe na mo ye.
o interchange ne de ye ntimi anye ba
Yo,
Stefia
and I fesi wa mo no vote na mo nya ye no fesi wa.
nti ye de ye nka hwe Stefia ye de ye say da ya ba bi o say obetumi aye aba bi o say odo anwonafo o ma anwona enane heaven na ye nhunu say ye
Ano na wo expect wo budget nse Mahama no voter region na heaven. Na da o se abofo no kwadu mo camera no. Abofo no kwadu mo camera no. Wa 2 months ni o se o ma voter region na heaven.
Okay, no modum the camera is as
Okay.
okay.
Camera no.
Modum the tap cra.
Abofo no kwadu mo camera no.
Me tikumasi anu say a Bosha MPP share say obema 5 interchanges. We have plan now. It was connecting to Sufu line. Now running before airport roundabout a BC and I a circle no. If you cry swam cry no nyame ambem cry nka onye.
Afa so am omu wie yo. Omo wie.
You see a traffic e wo ho no say wo ko mo no kan obi o te ko no ma franchise a make kwan no so.
Oh, you krom kwanso nti minim ho pa.
Oba no de ni se aguniti anopa. Okofie so no say de ni se aguniti. Etuti honum kwa na adwuma okron kwa traffic nti pe betime iwe de beka se wonye serious. Na metimi anka se nwi na me network e ja kroma sense media. Ma munim network issues. It is a baby. But Ochaba yetine say NDC share Bobby Brady omoka so omoba ombe levy COVID levy no emission tax and some taxes via a war on ma feel say describe as draconian taxes it kills business. In my opinion, some of the taxes I was say but there is one I was say you maintain being levy because this is Ghana for we my opinion. I see levy as the wide scope tax about Ghana because it is very difficult for somebody to evade levy.
Yeah.
Unlike toll booths. It's easy to evade the toll booth. You can easily dodge toll booths. But with levy, everybody pays. But the problem that Ghanaians were having a percentage now, at least if it was lesser, and people will still adjust the weight. Because that's how I see say levy there. At least you should maintain it now with the so and it shouldn't be the usual talk. There be on bar because we're here MPP bar for now. Can you free at the first budget statement or reading up or carry that Ghana for any but aircon and no say reality share saying. So what I'm expecting, the minister shouldn't rush in, and I said the government shouldn't rush in taking certain decisions. They should analyze the issue. Mattis Oka said what they are focused on is to stabilize the economy, make sure that the cost of living ever from there. But you should have it in mind, say our economical problem a morality issue. That means Dr. Atta Kennedy on news for a small kind of a morality issue. Because we don't have a price controlling system. Be our Ghana and say, Obia, a quabbling think of funny maba. It's on a port on Juma debate or honor, and when before no, what done in his scale, also. So if the government and find any port one and making sure says how corruption near cost honor, and as yes, position on Ghana Western situation. Still, but we almost say they've digitalized the system over there, and no crime situation require very worse because one money and port on because an economy that is import driven, the export driven, the BI crack about catching gum almost $8.something million gum. I dare a boy, the boy to kekeno. It mean one say you should tell say our economy ninya problem enyene ye koko no and wakwe na kan gradually bafom Galamsey ni kra we seeing situation, you know. So if they don't pay attention to those sectors and they should also look at the tax amnesty now of the mama tax exemptions now of the mass company. I read the
normally foreign companies or
said they will take a critical look at it because they need money. Because will be a case scrap all these taxes are where are you going to get money from and as a revenue from? And that's the major question I'm out for ABC. I mean, maybe the expectation is what the only betting tax in there, but e-levy they should maintain it and number to swap.
But percentage no so
at least a bomber will mean skaka crabby. And they do Ghana for Ebeka sound but if they're able to communicate to them well, say this is how the economical situation is. We want to maintain it. If we are taking it, say, be at 0.5 and now say 0.8%, at least Ghana, because now Ghanaians are used to paying e-levy.
No, I agree with you. I've said it to Hami. Yeah, e-levy first one, come opposite to Facebook. I support it because taking it on the back of Banredu, what Banredu did with us with the call tax, no. Because first, not you tax to phones near the ban, which you duty also. And a Banredu duty if it's not to be a family free, but call now obey no. You better because you can't escape the call. Obey a call, obey you to the anti tax here, no. So that is a broader expansion of the tax net. So, but then I make a end this year, the bear campaign, but government needs money. Oh yes, I was all kind of credit to a month for and say, look, yeah, expanding, yeah, maintaining e-levy. Government must maintain, and that's about we must maintain e-levy. We must maintain
it. Because last year, Ekufano tried said they wanted to expand the tax scope. Once a Krumanu say, Manfu be
they all trying to expand it.
Because I'm for your online business, photography, so it's very difficult for you to track those people and withhold your taxes from them. They easily evade. So the e-levy normally buy, and they see e-levy was the perfect alternative because photographer no at the end of the day, you send this kind of man via mobile money or buy a mobile money transaction. I'm buying a Benyan Sika. So that's my expectation for young boys. Maybe that 24-hour economy no more kind. This the strategy and asset plan on the go from because the way forward now, no. But me I can say Africa we miss industrialization. Now we are now in a digital era. In line with industrialization, we shouldn't miss that one too. So 24-hour economy no more kind and papa.
Okay.
They should look up to say industries and I say companies that they can work with them need to run 24 hours and I say you may be a bit on board. I'm a 24-hour economy because Nipan will be all former Juma revenue at the end of the day they will pay them once they pay them revenue ever cost.
Okay. That's it. Yo, Chiri Mami now ati bebe no comments also the buy ni host or MPP they will be in opposition for 16 years so because ballot box no Reagan has been exposed. Reagan the party be Reagan no everybody lie to you. Omu nyina Reagan be Mike Officer Kasam Pacho so camera no man and I'm correct you very soon. Victoria they you see na die or say MPP losing and when you broken heart or still cry no take cuz o kai MPP for so do lose ya no see embo. You forgot that your people didn't vote for MPP for normal too. To no mama we nyina akofa we aban na enyo bia. And Andrew of stop talking why we the Saturday churches told the electoral commission say yem to abano so oman about one free Saturday but oman fee nti na yanko to abano okay ono so chirem the reason why Saturday for na SDA for no oman to abano so omo ka kire electoral commission so omo change na omanye samike say if you are the akoso Ghana na a recycling of politicians just 4 years we need a recycle at best 8 years need a recycle myen so recycling of politicians myen blinks b or see you see what you are saying so Mahama and his ministers should chop Ghana money to failed right so MPP can come to power or see black man. Okay, I don't know what you are saying. I don't understand those sentences now, dear Band. So maybe if you can send the message again, I'll be grateful. Lifetime legacy. Say government will not maintain e-levy. Do you people understand that we have our credibility in place? We will not maintain. Watching live from Indiana. Well, yeah, kind of cry naturally must say government here sika. So one maintain E-levy or bobusia. Get that into your head. Aya. And you be an idea politics unnecessarily. What I say, so one maintain E-levy or bobusia. Intina nanu ya bemba was at bobusiano. We must also help about what by any NDC. Boabana said about the Numuko because Okobobisiana to a debt stock no cost. You cry the case against Abino. Abroche mutual taxes also afraid from Indiana. Mutual tax. I don't know Ghana, they also better to help the government. Because their taxes need to extra. To be fair, extra. So until lifetime, Tiadena said Ghana first, I said the loss wasn't attributed to Saturday churches, no man to Abano. And yeah, SDA 40 and MPP for lose ye. How many voters are in SDA? Obisu question Obusa of no say massa. Memma SDA for major fans or Hanum say Mao. And your mono ma abambi lose ye. And Kwesu was MPP built the cathedral. NDC is building Hajj village instead of factories. Nina Yamutu, Asemna ne kusin, near my ebeye. Ah, mine benya home fast one. It looks like both parties so omu shada nye interested. They are just interested in near ma omubeya. Omu do mbenya home fast so agu ombotum any de ebedma omu fans. Any idea ha. Into Mr. Akameba or Michael Opeso Casano so o camera. Mr. Aka, good evening.
Hi, Mr. Fia, saying.
Don't passion you.
Ubajuma. Mr. Fia. Me say, Ajuma, what the actual and I walk on a recycling no more you. Sometimes I catch a BBN will be one say, Omakajo. Oh, oh, cast some chinny pan, Omonto, or Casana Ocan. Omofi say, oh, Kabiadi, but as soon as what you are going to church and tune me the Oka. So, what you will be the Nako court. Nako, no fit, and this could be in the paper. Evidence in a way. Woman evidence, no young farmer. And then any papa corner, a bay, yes, Jumano, a cartel. And it about the bugum, MPP about the bugum. And your man say, but send no my bafem. Sistavia, Omunya has a mechanical in a hiding. I wouldn't say that to know him. Yeah. Omo musi kakura on boy abosiano. And also Sikano may be you. Omo mobino. And no send no more wedding. Yatu transfer money at Adidigya so a Katian tomb. As will be a man because who pompo. Sana so fano. And the Ghana for some Mahama and some more kinds of bit making as well. Madame Enya Juma. Enya dear Bay Juma. Tigana for French to say, ya boss to the
1 or 2 be the Mama bet me a year, but 4 CIA. That one I believe say be a hard more push.
Mammy, math marketing will be at me in Japanese. Some Mahama can see truck a cry no cracker. And did you can so to me and my Sagan and Yan Hobetrain. Where you be any near some or mano or by was no matter Japan some. Obi about 2 months in you. Was no matter Japan some to meet Uncle Foka. A banner con we no Masica, my Vienna. But more the most comes to the Mujabu on the Murefi. Mudamania be a mania canto. Neboa. Somewhere you can't and it's kind of by next can go and then people so every day. Every use to scan because what bar must say Mahama pa on canon tum. Do betting ya Ghana phone in Yasimbia 4 years in a swak power ya no one a better. And it all again no wakaso be saying went to me and you'll be an because a constitution na chenesa. Do peso ye beauty me. And ye on canon tum na entity from Yensuya. Na MP4 and some MP4 or more idea to move. Once you be so your two abany or Dako so there was a fin of visa ever to Abanafro. Ya two abany dada. Ya two abany dada. Sana Ghana for Ghana for among Casabio. And you visit Docra, Mahama Blama did Docron, dollar from no one. Me patro and ye biano, dollar no. Ghana, $1. $10. I never near Spoto. Coco and say Galamsey for say Cocoy. Ghana, you need a moko, a car say a daho. Kokwa ya kwaje afia mibusa asem wi why ekwaje sika ababeto ade okwaje dollar odi siri na etu ni panka oso wasa aboka sister fia electricity ye tua kawo enso esi asa aboka enti why say oma we utim na say odwene ho say bibi beba fama ma odi
because to be fair electricity ye tua fair value normally government ye may tua subsidized rate.
Yes, I know. Minim the all cano but me tell say abugina po onu abegina so ni fie ni mite ebo ho be ni omo mba ayi let's say for you amoka o omba beji sika no kromo ntima meji sika no neza fia obi aso light no wan kan go sika na be na watu aka enso krofo go etu amoka nti wadwuma awo ye na ndede yen adwuma na awo ye na so pa adwuma ye no ye de adwuma ma ko na obi aso light ko ne ko sika onko go sika no a ebe na nipa no onyusu no kwa enti so mo ye recycle na nipa bi wo no mo a adi o ntimi nya adwuma na se yi na di Near penny pom bit my adjuman, because you be one more pedjumaye. Yam me say, and no maybe one more if you say ye bought and go for so ball, and I buy a near bakupo. Why you go from them, you man, report on the on all can be. Because Mahama, on unquaint could be a thing called electricity. Galamsey, can. And when we say Galamsey, no MPP for be NDC for be ordinary people ye be. And 20 million fabs of one more say, a coup for the debate, a coup for Nana Kufa by one. What's what the presidency better so Uncle Siaga. And this is also the same thing as happening here. It's me if I blame pushing to a way, but Mahama won't mean and check Galamsey Muda. You're back at your boy. Impetus for Litafia, be bien no be change your Ghana. Oh, it's young had been said, or money dear quad, dear co.
I didn't you go there, quite echo now. I cannot say I didn't. And ye,
yeah, you bet some crop for gum and a base and an hour canal. But Uncle for time, a debate Nancy at a miss by a dear Nancy. There can someone away, yes, can you be as they could say, yeah, simple talk. Yeah, you'll be a corner bed, remember.
And the one him and the one of Cano. Open Mamino, I think we made him his archive. What's your name? Miss Hanson, good evening. We was it.
Yeah, I don't work at the recycling and none of but as a going to recycling one or more recycle. Say, recycling, you go to Mana. And see, I found go to my giant recycle. And see, other years, you to me why there was a son. And say, actually, yes, that's right. Ministers, or maid, or has boys, or has girls, or your uncle. When's going to be? One whisker, a couple has girl, one was going to check out. If you are a and check out moment. And so I thought it to schedule, I thought it to Sikana was spent with the men's the money now. What was you saying now? Somehow I wasn't a bad idea. What was you the main now? Has boy, has girl. What you going to come? Anna? And so what you're going to cover? Why didn't I finish going to for has boy, has girl? Now that band was saying the miskin as a one. America away and other countries say, oh, European countries are not corners. One more than positions. I found one way that was paying with coffee. Everybody no channel. Apart from the bill, I could remember I walk near the monk of Nova. So, but now if you'll be not 7, not 7. And she's a gun up a year. There was when you scat. Would you get them in the main other? You couldn't be when you scatter.
Okay.
I was up, and she said, okay, won't you get them in the main namu? That's all better on that. One was when you scat, or has boy, has girl, would you share to go, would you go, would you? It doesn't make no sense. See, I don't know.
Okay,
but that's it.
Okay. Yo, Miss Anthony, that's Papa. Miss Anthony, catch a opportunity to bet me that category service can hear the abo minor. But the okay, Article 1, Article 71 office holders, second S gasha conditions. No, you see a change the constitution, no, and also so now the idea home politics, you know. Yeah, so the ball is in our court. How we are going to change the constitution to ensure that some of these in the back at it. So, but ministers now so someone knows when he does and took at here. And yes, he be an abet to save you all. This one we are talking about big money. Sika yakwaju for $3 billion dollars. So we need a lot of money to be able to do that. We need a lot of money, and so we must do more than just cutting costs in one area. We must cut costs in all other areas. The oil and gas, any gold, cocoa, we must renegotiate the contract. Say the by Scado Dona Baby Ghana government and some and yes, idea. And we will not be able to do anything. Ghana first say, Mr. Haka, all your pessimistic, Kaka won't jig an indeed. We a penny into men yet, sir. Allow Mahama, no, yeah, do my 4 years, no. Near head, Mahama, so about betting me. Men, yes, I unjin dinner, Mahama, but all bumpires, Mahama, in failing. No, since I don't if you are Oka, ne, you could create $17, and you better will and the Ghana for any entry 11 mono be able to bet your tax. I have to because I broach a and ye easy, sir. Victoria see 11 should go because Mahama promises, yes, or promises, but or say Mahama 11 no Bobby say, I am rich here. Because Mahama free a bear after 4 years go coffee and you know bet you about we will pay. I don't know say it here. A busia be a Ghana debt so be we will pay me and you bet here. Yes, so cry bet you on the basis of mammy yet. Question to see if is there any president who think if building factories than cathedral any hard villages are now we say your president be all to a general say yensi factories chain cathedral na say Nkrumah more factories. He didn't do any cathedral. He built more factories for us. A champion crab build a whole city. MIN. He said the Nkrumah temano. Champion also see down so mine. Kofo him said down so my champion CEO. He built down so mine. Oh no, your operation videos of no uncle school crown uncle do a chilebiano. A champion to me operation videos and Ghana was feeding itself. And you cool no. Yeah, dear no. Now I say there is I say if nothing at all, Gasha should go. These politicians are something, and the people should hold them responsible. Well, the people too are busy attacking other people. Who the Professor Biba no the people are going to insult him. Meanwhile, politicians who the politicians are not into mass from 790. So oh, say they ain't gonna for your agency. You so backward. One politician no to which check back or do sikano. Ono Professor no tiana ono JS Gasha. Ono na ebi nisika ko nisiko akosiana de ono contributing knowledge to build omano. Ono mo be kire na dwene no. E na odi ani hia no maba na mudi omatem. Ya na yakesi ehun no. Osko focus here. What double standards are you talking about? The NDC themselves said they will abolish e-levy. We are looking forward to it. Yes, we are more suggestion. So the mobile mood you so brofuna monti as double standards saying. NDC obey every but yes, you are right as citizens. Yes, we say agony. Yagi ya chire no so ne say ebe ya mo yi onte so no maintain so that on san kobo besia na meye yi kawan na ye komo. That's all we are saying. When you dey bia was obey fire obi ha. We are saying the same thing in different contexts and different languages. Imano who so say also NDC for the only among because NDC for the na nado attempt and his people that about e-levy the campaign tiano ne ade to omaba echichiro they have to remove Gracia said they will be ebehu. Now say if you are Mrs. Siana me call Costco koto ade $2,008 so 2,000 of what? Now say 2,000 of what? Supernatural life say if Burkina Faso any Mali to me liberate you from borrowing from IMF. And the Ghana so discipline ye ho a ye betimi so aye ye ho ye ahwe ye ho a ye kobo bosia wa IMF bi ehia say ye be ye de se na efata so what you say ye de se na efata eno na ye ntumi enye no. Benjamin say if ya Mahama has nothing to offer Ghanaians situation budget, nobody should look forward to anything. Enkosiaga bia Ghana first of lady, I love your analysis always, you know. Chapman door the say if ya also okoto enkosia create me $2,000 say $8 and yes 17. Okay, sister back no cash no ko na 17. Nti depending on maybe a store crowd okoto America the capitalist market, you know. Benjamin say if you so are you not talking about Ibrahim Mahama driving Mahama? Is that a national issue? No be affect taxes ana. Mudi say hunu na mupo. Say Ibrahim Mahama twini Ibrahim Mahama no affect e-levy ebetu ho. Affect oil ni gold contract na ya sign na Ghana yenya hwim free mu na ye boka no. Affect me no school aye kwa say enkwala na aduane omudi kra nya aduane papa na dum so na esan ba na be affect na na. Affecting ye ka kwan enye no affecting my kwa wo so omo ko wu no affecting agenda 111 hospitals na aka room na was a push president mama say on pesika na ewie say the be dan nkoka na Ghana. These are the national issues. Obi o Mahama ni drive na affecting mo de my focus on national issues e be boy na ma enye bibia ye politics nti de ba ya na o say so mni ekoka ho asem. No, don't let us do that. Abdul say Mashallah, Abdul de no. Nti Abdul mami na wase but na na de won afre na o ka say still I has MPP for no lose no akan. Nti wo da untumi na obi se membo na see enyum no ma nti mabo na see enyum na me de be ma. But this is a video I did I think a couple of years ago about Ghana oil ni gold. Just listen to that for me. Airways. You started Ghana Airways in Nkrumah Ghana Airways man in 1958 and you established Ghana Airways. You established Ghana Airways no na Dubai for on son daye. Dubai for na omon son daye so mba be Emirates. Yeah, and any abroad for no Britain for na year partnership in Ghana Airways. Ghana government had 60% in Ghana Airways. Britain for had 40%. Omo my planes ni started here operation. In the early 1970s, Ghana Airways no anyini ko nanim. That's why the few problems are no omunya no kran. No manyini ko manim. Emma Ghana Airways was flying New York, flying Baltimore, was flying Maryland, was flying London. Ghana Airways Nkroma said the Ojama in 1958. 70s thing na Dubai for any plane. Na omuni airline. No what the desert so. And we are proud of the muna you Dubai for what year. Dubai for na almost the desert so. And you are proud of the moon. That's what I'm telling you. 1999, 2000 thereabout. Your good Ghana Airways. Not Ghana Airways for the car about 160 million. About 160 million a car na that Ghana Airways so. Ghana Airways no more the car. About 160 million. Yes, it is your dollars. In 1986, and Dubai for started so more year airline. Dubai for started so more year airline. No money plane. Omo ko board besian plane. Yeah, more $10 million. Till $10 million. Any more plane you know from Pakistan. And Emirates Air is the third largest airline in terms of sika. It Mikacho said the black man, no Ghanaian black man, no. It appears what mafa koko, mama banchi. Professor Boboyemu, Yao Vivo Boboyemu KNUST. Or Matimia manufacture machine yedi two banchi. Yedi two banchi. Meanwhile, planting for food jobs. Yanfa man count. Ni student bako KNUST Uganda ni akura. Ghana for na make us say. Momo de amu to social media na mo de mu di atem. Nyansa sam kra mompe. We program we say nyansa sam adwene Ghana dache. No mompe. Obi ti KNUST. Odi banchi ne board what you mean, jam we developing machine, the job banch, no, ye did chim banch, no, never starch and a back, or to KNUSC. Yan Fananka planting for food and jobs, no. Yan for man come. Banch is the new gold, inti sene, yera a first Erico Poco Parliament, no say, yeah, crash starch, banch starch you, yeah, crafty China, any idea bagana, yeah, adeno, I were him. School ne ko e ne wo hin kofi wa yo besie doctor brofon ko ana make minim hwe professor emeritus me de manum dwanko a professor ye de sika wian ko ana ye wia ye nwene Ghana ho. That is what we have. Eye den no man a wo tetema me baby a wo me wo tema continue wo de board ye hye hokra e be fifi banchi e be fifi entos e be fifi mako e be fifi, but a country like Ghana ye can't toast fi Burkina. A country like Ghana, a cry Jane free Burkina. A country like Ghana, yakofa a cabbage from Benin yediba. A country like Ghana, momone yedifi Benin eba. A country like Ghana, Oshe kako yedifi Gambia and yediba. This is a sick country. See, President Kufo, ekoye a yensu start factory. President Kufo onyansa, President Kufo yanko papa panicho. Nyesa no me bedi echi forever and ever. President.
Well, so this is a video I did a couple of years ago about it's been fantastic discussion here. The prof member baby because time now soon never to us because our Greek sector are now kind of very important. And we a boys and girls in any edumanya no obi ade no ho kwhye ye wo factories wo ha no ma boys it said the Alan start garment and textiles me say me yakola wo temanyina Brown Pennyphone, omu school, obi akoye edwuma factory sanyo, wan hwan gapoha, valco, omunyina na basa ba no pa so na wo pra, we akwala ntu prabo se Unilever basis na fa workers ko na de omo ba. Enne omunyina de adane betting, yesi ba ko bi kra ba de, unim red tablets no monom. Abuse of drugs because edwuma ni o man nim. And ye Ghana for no so niam hia ye se ni hia ye. Ye ba na politicians say ya dwenti ye so ye pense hunu no sa. Ne ababa ye eno an ye pe nti ye be fa Greek whole sector and look at that after the budget so we will discuss it. But nana da obi si membo nyum we ma o ye MPP ni also broken heart na onya ya bo ma amanyom no na fa kele o broken heart ne kakra.
mapa, nkunimde.